Greetings and welcome to Bazemore-Hyder Stadium at Cleveland Field, home of the Valdosta State University Blazers, where today the 2004 edition will take on Delta State all the way from Cleveland, Mississippi on a bus, no less, to take on VSU. Delta State is 3-1 on the year, and only one loss came to number 2 North Dakota. They're undefeated in the conference. Same with the Blazers, also 3-0. Delta State ranging from number 4 to number 11 in the polls. Alongside Matt Militano, I'm Brice Zimmerman. Now, Matt, the Blazers have a tough schedule ahead of them today because Delta State is going to run the ball. Over 220 yards on the year per game from the Delta State rushing attack.
That's right, Brice. Delta State has a great running game featuring two backs, Riddell Pearson and Jason Snell. These two guys combined last week over 180 yards against Henderson State. But don't be surprised when Delta State airs it out today.
The Valdosta State offense might do the same, and here is your starting Valdosta State offense. The X receiver, number 3, Raymond Thomas. At left tackle, Will Shelton gets to start. He'll wear 67. Number 57 preseason All-GSC, Torrey Howard at left guard. At center, you've got Leighton Cooley, a senior. He wears number 68. Kelvin McDavis, number 76, is your right guard, and your right tackle is number 56, Gerald Davis. The wide receiver and fully healthy once again, Bama Adams, he'll wear number 6. And the quarterback, Florida State transfer senior Fabian Walker. Your running back is William Milton, 25, and your other running back is Tyran Robinson, number 20. H receiver is Tyler Rond, and your Z receiver and tight end, number 85, Zach Parker.
And starting for the Valdosta State defense is number 91, Tim Thompson at defensive end. Number 99, Calvin English at D tackle. Nose guard, number 77, Terrell Toomer. At the other end, number 97, Derek Hill. Starting at strong side linebacker, number 8, Donnie Daniels. Number 48, middle linebacker, William Montford. Number 37, weak side linebacker, Gio Blaylock. Sam Reynolds is starting at cornerback, number 31. Michael Flood, number 24, at the other side. Rover, number 35, Spencer Fortson, and the free safety, number 22, Scott Foss.
And for our friends in Cleveland, Mississippi, here's your Delta State offense. Wide receiver, preseason All-GSC and pro prospect, number 83, Central Florida transfer Ellis Dubrow. At left tackle, number 68, Jake Zibniewski. Number 77 is Robert Young. Your center is Ryan Barker. Your right guard, number 64, Jeremy Burge. 76, Billy Knight gets to start at right tackle, and your tight end is Spencer Johnson. Number 5, true sophomore quarterback Scott Eister gets to start behind center. Dominic Brown is the fullback. Riddell Pearson gets to start at running back, and your flanker is Robert Davis. Your place kicker, Trey Crum.
And for the Delta State defense, we have number 97, Bruce Sims at defensive end. The nose guard, number 78, Casey Gilbert. At the other end, number 98, Kelvin Red. Strong side linebacker, number 47, Brandon Sigler. Middle linebacker, number 44, Jeremy Weaver. Starting at weak side linebacker, number 16, Gary Bell. And at the Bandit, we have number 4, Brian Bell. Starting at cornerback, Rodney Curry, number 27. Also at the other cornerback position, number 12, Niall Legania. Strong safety will be number 6, Will Taylor. And starting at free safety, number 9, Pete Golding. And the punter for Delta State, Brian Walker.
Well, we've got a dandy setup for you here today at Bazemore-Hyder. Stay with us. Blazers Statesmen next.
Valdosta State University, the pathway to success.
I love VSU because from the moment I came here, it's just been like a second home.
This place was just like home for me, and I love it. I'll always love it.
Just above the Florida border, VSU is a second home for students from all over Georgia, 47 states, and 58 countries. A quality university degree, a unique second home, a great location. Valdosta State University, your pathway to success.
Welcome back to a scorching Valdosta day here in deep heart of the Southland, and it is just absolutely fire out there. Upwards of 90 to 91 degrees, but this is Delta State and this is Valdosta State, and this is a rivalry that the Blazers have had since the 2000 season when Delta State beat them twice in the same season. 2001, 2002, 2003, all Blazer victories. looking for their 4th here today.
Yeah, it's very hot out here. The fans, I'm sure, are feeling it. The sun's beating down on us.
Delta State will receive to start this game off. Michael Green to kick it away for Valdosta State. Back deep to receive Jason Snell and Chad Ridley for Delta State. The Statesmen, also known as the Fighting Okra. An old nickname for Delta State. Dressed in all white with green helmets. Blazers uncharacteristically in all black once again here on this hot day. And we are about set for kickoff. Michael Green set to kick it away. Here we go. Blazers, Delta State. Fielded by Jason Snell at the 6. Snell looking for a hole. He's got one up the middle, slips, and Gio Blaylock brings him down about the 23 to 24 yard line.
He had a hole there for a second, but it collapsed on him pretty quickly.
And now we get to see the Delta State offense. And this was talked about in the open. They are going to rush the ball. They're going to be running a lot, over 220 yards on the ground so far this season, but they're also led by number 5, Scott Eister, behind center.
Keep your eye on number 83, Ellis DeBro. Look for him to have a big day against the VSU defense.
DeBro splitting out to your near side. Chad Ridley in the slot. 2 men behind center, one of which is Radale Pearson. Handoff is to Pearson, but it's dropped. Fumbled, and number 22, Scott Foss, falls on it at the 21-yard line. First play from scrimmage, Delta State fumbles the ball. It looked like a botched handoff. I'm not sure if Scott Eister was supposed to hold on to that ball or if there's a play miscall, but Blazers have it.
No way to start off the game for Delta State. Starting off with a miscue between the quarterback and the running back. Definitely a bad way to get things started here for Delta State. Great recovery for Valdosta.
Coach Hatcher's got to be pleased with his defense there. Jumping on an opportunistic fumble. And now Fabian Walker and the Blazer offense take over. Zach Parker to the near side. Clay Calloway to the far side, along with Daryl Stevens. Tyran Robinson in the backfield. They hand it off to Tyran. He counters. Gains about 3 yards to the 16-yard line.
Good play call to start off the game for the VSU offense. Get a couple of yards, get everyone feeling comfortable and ready to go here today.
14:31, just underway here in the first quarter. Delta State turned it over on their first possession of the game. Second down, about 5 yards. William Milton, Tyran Robinson in the backfield. Raymond Thomas to the far side. Zach Parker and Clay Calloway split out to the near. Handoff is to Tyran. He's going to try to counter back. Taken down by number 90. That's Mose Haley, a defensive tackle senior from South Haven, Mississippi. Got a hand on Tyran.
It was a good push by the Delta State defensive line right there. Closing the hole, so Tyran had nowhere to go.
Tyran Robinson gains 1 yard on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 in the first possession for the Flamed red and black. 13:42 and counting. In the first quarter of play, Zach Parker in the slot to the near side. Clay Calloway to the far side. Raymond Thomas in the slot. Calloway in motion. Fabian set to throw. Goes over. He's brought down by big number 4. That's Brian Bell. He runs the bandit. He's a senior, 6'2", from Memphis, Tennessee. Gets some good pressure, and there's that bandit position coming into play.
Yeah, Walker held it a little too long there. And the bandit comes in, can line up as a D lineman or as a linebacker. Got Fabian on that play.
Number 55, Marcellus Speaks, also in on the tackle, and the Blazers now will attempt a field goal. Will Rohde had a VSU record 5 field goals last week against Central Arkansas. The longest was from 42. Here's the snap. The kick is nearly blocked. And the kick is good, so the Blazers jump out to a 3-0 lead. They take advantage of the fumble, and though the offensive drive wasn't completely satisfactory for Valdosta, they do get 3 points out of it.
Started off in great field position for Valdosta State after recovering the fumble. You would have liked to see them punch it in the end zone there, but there's nothing wrong with the field goal.
Need help with college algebra or other mathematic problems? Watch the live call-in show, Math Mosaic, Tuesdays at 7 p.m. with host Dr. Charles Casey. Stop worrying and start learning. And I like the math that we're doing so far here. Blazers up 3-0, but you've got to think that Delta State's disappointed with that first possession, especially being the first play from scrimmage. They're going to come out and hopefully put a little more fire under themselves and give the Blazers a game. Delta State ranked from 4th to 11th in the polls, so they are a good team. They're ranked above the Blazers in 2 polls and below the Blazers in the other 2.
Yeah, when you're on the road like Delta State, you want to start off strong on the offense. So maybe this time when they come out, we'll see them use their weapons in Riddell Pearson.
On that play, it almost looked like Scott Eister thought that it was a handoff, and Pearson thought it was going to be play action.
Yeah, maybe he wanted to sweep the quarterback around right there, Eister. Riddell Pearson, he just didn't look like he was looking for the handoff.
12:48, Blazers strike first, up 3-0. Michael Green set to kick it. Once again, Snell and Chad Ridley back deep for the Delta State Statesmen. A fighting Okra. Blazers set up, and as we wait here, I also would like to let you know that on Thursdays on WVVS Valdosta from 8 to 10 p.m., you've got the X's and O's show, Sports Talk That Rocks. Join Zim, Monty, and Hutch for all of Valdosta State and national, regional, and local coverage. Now we're set for the kickoff. Michael Green set to kick, and there it goes. Snell looks like he's going to hold it. The kick is at the 10. Snell gains 5, 10 yards. Taken down by the Valdosta State Special Teams unit about the 26-yard line, and that's where Delta State's second position will take over.
Not a bad return there from Delta State.
A kick only to the 10-yard line from Michael Green. He's a guy that can consistently kick it into the end zone, but that time, and even the opening kickoff to the 5, not kicking it as far. Maybe the wind's playing a factor as it's blowing towards the Blazers right now. Scott Eister in the shotgun. Riddell Pearson to his right. 4 receiver spread formation for Delta State. Set to throw, and it's hit number 82, Chris Parks. Parks gains the first down nearly to midfield.
There you see Delta State's high attack offense right there. Quick slant. Completion to Scott Eister.
Nice tight spiral on that play. Chris Parks, excuse me, with the catch. And Delta State with their first positive yards of the game. 12:28, 1st and 10 for Delta State. In the I formation, Elstebros out to the far side. Handoff is to Pearson. Pearson counters back to his left. Taken down by Scott Foss, but a gain of a couple yards. About 5 to 6 yards crossing midfield for Riddell Pearson on his first official carry of the game.
Since the bad start by Delta State, they look to seem like they've turned it around here on their second possession of the afternoon.
Once again in the spread formation, DeBro to the far side, Parks and Chad Ridley now in motion. Here's Eiser set to throw. Blazers try to put some pressure. Number 3 caught over the middle. He's got time to run. Donnie Daniels misses the tackle, jumps up to about the 41-yard line. And that was number 3, Robert Davis, a sophomore, with the catch over the middle, and he had a lot of room to run.
Yeah, the 2 passes so far have been quick shorts. Quick slants over the middle. Linebackers drop too far back in coverage. They need to be more tight on Delta State.
11 minutes, 28 seconds to go here in the first quarter. DeBro now coming to the near side. Ridley in the slot. I formation. Ridley in motion. Blazers show blitz. Drop it back. Handoff is to Pearson. Pearson's up the middle. A gain of another 6 or 7 yards, and Delta State is really moving the ball now.
This shows their great running attack by Pearson. Delta State will not give up. They keep running hard up the middle and throwing quick, short passes down the middle of the field.
Blazer offense not blitzing, or Blazer defense, excuse me, not blitzing so far. It is early in the game. They might want to see what Delta State has to offer before they start bringing the house. Chris Parks to the near side. Now Els DeBro splits over. He's 6'3", guarded by Sam Reynolds. Man in the backfield is Pearson, and he gets the carry. Tim Thompson trying to wrap him up, gets him by the jersey and slings him down just around the 32.
Pearson with the carry.
Nice play by Tim Thompson there, getting a hand on him, grabbing his jersey, and pulling him down before he got any more positive yardage.
It'll be 2nd down and 3. Delta State brings in a fullback. They also bring in Daniel Hall and Spencer Johnson, 2 tight ends. So there'll be a 2 tight end set here. Els DeBro split to the near side. Radale Pearson behind center. Or excuse me, Scott Eister behind center. Pearson in the I formation with Brown, the fullback. Handoff is to Brown, or excuse me, to Pearson. A gain of about 2 yards. It looks like they've got the first down. Delta State continues to get first downs deep in Blazer territory now.
Pearson gave a great second effort on that play. The initial hit, he didn't have the first down, but it kept his legs churning, and his second effort gave him the first down for Delta State.
First down and 10, 9:47. 3-0 Valdosta State on top with the Will Rohde field goal, but Delta State is threatening here. 4 receiver formation. Man in the backfield is Radale Pearson. Handoff is to Pearson. Taken down by Terrell Toomer, a gain of a couple yards. It'll be 2nd down.
They sent Chad Ridley in motion almost like they were going to fake a reverse.
Ridley actually has over 100 yards rushing on the season as their 3rd leading rusher.
Wouldn't be surprised if they gave him a reverse.
With 9:17 remaining, Blazers up 3-0. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
You go through life being protected in a lot of ways. If you're an investor, your personal safety net includes the Securities Investor Protection Corporation. Aren't you glad we're there for you?
Welcome back to VSU-TV, 9:14 and counting. Remaining here in the first quarter, Blazers up 3-0. 4 receiver formation, 3 to the near side. Els DeBro is on his own, trying to create an isolation with Sam Reynolds. Blitz coming. Linebacker blitz also brought the safety. Scott Eister's going to take off and run. Cuts back ahead. Great cutback from Scott Eister, taken down inside the 15. And you see the mobility of Scott Eister. He can't just beat you with his arm. Churned his legs and made a little play there.
That's right. Eister was looking for a quick slant, but it wasn't there. So he finds a hole. He goes out to the outside, scrambles, gets some positive yardage, and keeps Delta State in the game with another first down.
Makes Cody Thomas miss on that tackle. Cody Thomas back from injury, the first game back. He's the middle linebacker for Valdosta State. Once again, a 4 receiver formation. Blazers have 3 linebackers out there. That means Maurice Leggett will be in coverage. Eister set the throw. He's going to go to the end zone. He just throws it up for Els DeBro. And you see where Eister goes when he's in trouble. Just throw it up and see if that Central Florida transfer can come down with it.
Yeah, they want to go to their go-to guy, and Els DeBro near the end zone.
There's a flag on the play. It looks like it's going to be against Delta State, probably a holding call. VSU, 3-0 lead. Early here, and this game has all the makings to be a very good one for both teams. Flag is against Delta State. They'll move the ball back 10 yards. It is a hold, as you see there by the referee, making a great call. The referee today is Stan Sintz. Stan Sintz is the referee. 4 receivers, no huddle. Offense for Delta State. Ridley in motion. There's a pump fake handoff to Pearson. Cuts upfield, Sam Reynolds nearly bowled over there by Pearson. A little pump fake there by Eister and then a delayed handoff.
Nice fake by Eister, and then he got the ball to his running back, Radale Pearson, for the good game.
So Pearson, nothing but positive yards. And here you see just jumps up between the huge hole created by the offensive lineman. Nearly ran over Sam Reynolds.
Sam Reynolds did a good job at getting off his block and making the tackle.
8:14 now. in the first quarter. Ridley in motion. Eister in the shotgun. He's going to the end zone. He's got a man, number 3. That's Robert Davis, but he overthrew him. Good coverage there. Spencer Fortson, the free safety, made a good play there to jump over into coverage.
Yeah, Eister just ran out of real estate right there. He had nowhere to throw the ball. Threw it up, hoping for a good play. But VSU's defense was there on the coverage.
So good coverage from VSU downfield. That's something that the Blazers are hoping to execute all day long. Another 4-receiver formation for Delta State. Looking to air the ball out a little bit. They ran for over 180 yards last week, and now Eister's set to throw. There's a middle linebacker blitz. He overthrew number 8, Chad Ridley, and he was there. That could have been 6 for the triangle man.
He had Ridley wide open right there over the middle. Blown coverage by Valdosta State linebackers, but they got lucky, came away with a stop.
Middle linebacker Cody Thomas was blitzing on that play, which left the middle of the field wide open. Trey Crum on 4th and 13, set to attempt the field goal. Chad Blaylock will hold, the backup quarterback. The snap is up, the kick is up, it's nearly blocked. This one is straight through the uprights, and Delta State has tied the game at 3. So it's 7:53 remaining. Delta State marches right down the field on a lot of good play calling, mixing it up, run and pass. It's tie game.
I like the way Delta State's offense threw downfield. They made a lot of completions over the middle, quick slants, and used the running game when they needed to get the first downs.
News 11 is in focus Thursday nights at 8:30 and Friday nights at 7 p.m. We cover the latest national, state, and local news this fall in a news magazine style format. That's, of course, on VSU-TV Channel 11, what you're tuned into right now. But right now we're bringing you the Blazers and Delta State. Fighting Okra have fought back to tie the game at 3, and we see how powerful this Delta State offense could be. And you mentioned that you liked the way that Delta State was throwing downfield. A lot of those passes weren't even caught.
That's right. Eister overthrew a couple passes on that drive. The receivers didn't get open a couple times, but they did make the necessary completions to get first downs and to tie up the game with 3-3.
Valdosta State will now receive the kick by Delta State, and we get to see a Valdosta State offense who on their first drive had great field position, only came up with 3 points, hoping a little bit better play calling and maybe hopefully execution from the Blazer offense.
Yeah, a little disappointing with such great field position to come away with only a field goal. We'll see what they have to do on this drive.
7:53 remaining here in the first quarter of play on a scorching summer day in Valdosta. Upwards of 90 degrees, probably a lot hotter than that on the field. Delta State, kickoff by Trey Crum. It's going to be fielded by Tyran Robinson. Tyran running to his right, trying to sneak through a hole. Big hit there by number 33, Jeremy Miller, a freshman linebacker. Snuck up into that hole. He saw what Tyran was gunning for and slammed it down his throat.
That's where these young freshman players get good experience on the special teams, make a good tackle, coach notices, and maybe they might be able to get the starting job next season. Very good special teams coverage by Delta State.
Blazers set to take over on their own 27-yard line. Fabian Walker in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the far side. Travis Taylor, Clay Calloway, and Raymond Thomas. Tyran Robinson in the backfield. Delta State with 3 down linemen, but they bring that bandit. Fabian set to throw. He's got Travis Taylor, and he's got some room. Jukes out Brian Bell, tries to use a lead block from Zach Parker. A gain of about 5 yards, and Valdosta State will be 2nd and 5.
Walker's primary receiver was covered, so he took a secondary option. And
good block there by Tyran Robinson to block off Gary Bell. And he finds Travis Taylor with some room to run. So using that far side of the field to get some yardage. I formation, 2 receivers in there for Valdosta State. Bama Adams in to the near side. He's a speed demon. Walker, the toss, and now they're going to reverse it to Bam Adams. Lead block, stop there. Bam Adams using that speed. He's got some room to run. He's got to juke out. Taken down finally by Jeremy Weaver, but you saw a great block by Fabian Walker. Opened up that end around, and Bama Adams utilizing that speed.
That's what you like to see, a great trick play. Wonderful call by Coach Hatcher. Tyron Robinson hands off to Bama Adams, sweeps around the outside for a huge gain and a great block by Fabian Walker. You love to see your quarterback throwing blocks for your running backs and receivers.
Coach Hatcher once again pulling out the trickeration. 6:40 and counting in the first quarter. Blazers up 3-3 and now in Delta State territory. 4 receiver formation, 3 of them on the near side, including Zach Parker, Travis Taylor, and number 6, Bam Adams. Hand off to Tyran Robinson. He's gonna, no, he kept by Fabian Walker. Fabian Walker, a gain of about 10 yards, might be close to the first down. And they even fooled me on that one.
Coach Hatcher's really mixing it up here, using his wide receivers in the running game, Tyran Robinson, and also Fabian Walker in his running game today. Good call, nice trickeration again by Coach Hatcher.
As fans saw last time the Blazers were at home against Harding, Fabian Walker does have the capability to run out of the pocket and scramble.
He's definitely a mobile quarterback.
6 minutes, 10 seconds here in the first quarter. Same formation as before, Tyran Robinson on the left side of Fabian Walker. Raymond Thomas to the far side. 3 down linemen once again. Here comes the blitz, thrown to Travis Taylor at the screen. Good block by number 85, Zach Parker. Travis Taylor squirts up to the 10-yard line. Flag on the play. Could have been a block in the back by Valdosta State's receiving core, not quite sure.
I think you're right, Bryce. Fabian Walker throws it out to number 28. He uses his speed. As soon as he catches it, he bursts the speed, breaks 1 tackle.
This one is going against the flamed red and black. Travis Taylor on that reception. Those yards will be nullified. Block in the back by the receiving core. No, excuse me, it's a holding call against Valdosta State.
Offensive holding charge to the Blazers.
5:51. Fabian Walker leading the Blazers downfield. In the huddle, Blazers a lot of time using no huddle offense. Start this game in the huddle. 3 receivers to the far side, Raymond Thomas, Bam Adams, and Travis Taylor. Zach Parker to the near side in coverage with number 26, Jock Williams. Here's the snap. They're gonna go up to Zach Parker. He makes the catch. Flag on the play. It's a touchdown. There is a flag. I'm not sure if it's defensive or offensive pass interference.
It looks like it might have been offensive pass interference. I think Zach Parker tried to push off of the defensive back.
Great catch by Parker. They're saying that he used his hands a little bit early. Parker not quite happy with it. The Blazers move back another 10 yards.
Good play call going downfield there.
A Blazer faithful is not happy. 5:21, 3-3, Valdosta State and Delta State. They continue to move the Blazers back all the way to the Delta State 37.5-yard line.
That really puts a hurt on this drive. So close, almost in the red zone. Huge penalty against VSU.
First down in what seems like a mile for Valdosta State. Bam Adams, Zach Parker to the near side. Travis Taylor, Raymond Thomas to the far. Fabian set the throw. He's got Bam Adams over the middle, throws it to him. Good coverage there by the Delta State linebackers. Number 55, Marcellus Speaks. Good closing speed to get Bam Adams. Zone coverage there by Delta State.
Nice move to shake off 1 defender, but he couldn't shake off 2 as Delta State's defense closed in on him quickly. Walker drops back. His primary receivers were covered, so he dumped it off to Adams, who makes a good move and then gets swarmed by the Delta State defense.
Marcellus Speaks, a freshman. He's second on the team in tackles. He's got an interception and a couple of sacks for the Statesmen. 3 receivers bunched together to the near side. Callaway, Taylor, and Zach Parker. Fabian set the throw, just a regular three-man rush. It looked like it was a broken screenplay. Shovel pass to Tyran. He slips as he tried to cut up field. We get down to about the 35-yard line. Blazers will face a third and extremely long.
Walker was trying to improvise there. He just pitched it over to Tyran Robinson.
4:16 and counting for Valdosta State's drive here. 3rd and 22. Possibly in Rhodey field goal range, but it'd be a long boot.
Need to get about 5 more yards for a safe field goal here.
Will Milton and Vincent Brown in the backfield. Fabian set the throw. Throws up. He's got Clay Calloway caught as he went up to reach it. He tries to reach for the first down. The ground caused the fumble on that one. Delta State jumps on it. Calloway got up to about the 22-yard line. It's not going to be enough for the first down, but huge yardage there to make the field goal a little bit easier for Will Rhodey.
As you see, Walker drops back to pass. Couldn't find anyone, looks back, hits Clay Calloway on the comeback route. He slips away from some defenders, tries to reach out to get the first down, fumbles the ball, but he was down before the fumble.
Well, the ground can't cause a fumble, and Clay Calloway was trying to reach as much yardage as he could. Big number 77, Terrell Toomer, runs on the field as he's going to be an offensive lineman for this play. Kim Barnett to hold, Rhodey to kick. The kick is up. And it is straight through the uprights. Will Rhodey is just on fire right now. 3:05 remaining. Blazers take a 6-3 lead. They've scored a lot of field goals over the last 2 games.
No touchdowns so far with these 2 high-powered offenses.
The Department of Modern and Classical Languages presents a Hispanic Heritage film series, Mariposa, which will be shown in the Powell Hall Auditorium at 7 p.m. on October 7th, featuring Fernando Fernan Gomez instead by Dr. Ellen L. Friedrich. So a good drive there by the Blazers. Would have had a touchdown if it weren't for some penalties, but that's been the story all year long, consistently averaging over 100 yards against and penalties.
Huge penalty there by Zach Parker, pushing off the D-back a little too much. Refs caught it, and they were penalized. So Valdosta State comes away with a field goal, up 6-3.
Taking a 6-3 lead, but the Blazers got to feel bad that they haven't capitalized on 2 drives within the 20-yard line, inside the red zone, and only gotten field goals. This is Delta State the Blazers are playing. This is not a lower division team. You're not going to be able to get away with a lot of missed scoring opportunities.
That's right, Bryce. You need to score touchdowns that close to the end zone. Field goal is the last option, but a touchdown is what the offense needs to get if they want to come out with a victory today for Delta State.
It's going to be a hard-fought game by both teams, and it's early on. Only 3 minutes and 5 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Both offenses have looked very well so far. Michael Green set to kick. Chad Ridley and Jason Snell set to receive for the Fighting Okra. Great kick by Green. It's going to be in the end zone. Snell's going to down it. And the Delta State Statesmen will take over at the 20-yard line, led by Scott Eister.
We get to see Delta State's high-powered offense come back on the field again at the 20-yard line. We'll see what kind of drive they can put together after a great drive last time.
This Delta State offense doesn't have a lot of targets to throw to other than Ellis DeBro. Only 3 or 4 receivers have caught more than 5 passes on the year. Ellis DeBro seems to be the go-to guy. Now, they made some great plays by the tight end and a couple other the wide receivers last drive. We'll see if they try to utilize DeBro a little more with, Sam Reynolds playing D on him. Handoff is to Pearson, taken down after a gain of about 2 yards. Good coverage there by the defensive line.
Defensive line closed in rather quickly there to stop Riddell Pearson from any more positive yards.
Pearson with the carry.
2 minutes, 45 seconds remaining.
Second down and 8 for the Statesmen.
Statesmen setting up their play. Fancy, they've got names on the back of their jerseys. Riddell Pearson in the backfield. 4 receiver set. Blazers drop into coverage. Scott Eister steps up into the pocket, but he's taken down by Calvin English right as it looked like he was going to release that ball. Hit from behind. Good job there by Scott Eister not to cough it up.
Yeah, but he was pump fake twice. Here comes the pump. Here comes the pump fake. Brings it back down. Gets sacked by the VSU defense.
First sack of the day for the Valdosta State Black Swarm. Under 2 minutes remaining. Third down and 10 yards for Delta State. See if they air this one out. 4 receivers, Ellis DeBro to the far side. Marked once again by big number 31 Western Michigan transfer Sam Reynolds. Here's Eister. He's going to step up into the pocket and throw wide open over the middle as Chad Ridley slips on the new turf down to the 44-yard line, but a hole in the zone, and Eister found it.
Eister steps up in the. Drops back, doesn't see anyone, steps up into the pocket, finds Ridley over the middle, wide open for a huge gain for Delta State. And another Delta State first down.
I formation for Delta, and the quick snap, they hand it off to the outside. That's a halfback lead. Donnie Daniels takes him down after a gain of about 7 yards. Close to a minute remaining here in the first. Blazers up 6-3, but Delta State once again moving. The Black Swarm has had a tough time in this first quarter being able to stop Delta State's offensive drives.
That's right, Bryce. Delta State's using the pass to set up the run with Riddell Pearson, and they're successful so far.
4 receivers in there for the Fighting Okra. Eister in the shotgun. That's where he's been all night. Screen play dropped by DeBro.
Right there, they're just trying to get the ball in their hands of their playmaker, Ellis DeBro. Want to get him the ball, want to see what he can do against VSU, but he drops it.
I tell you what, I think that if DeBro had caught that ball, Spencer Fortson might have sent him over to the hospital because he had him lined up for a big shoulder hit.
Great coverage there by VSU.
Delta State, third down and 3 yards, spread formation. Ridley in motion. Pump fake, handoff to Pearson. He's got the first down. His legs are still moving. The ball comes loose. The ball is down. Delta State looks like they've recovered it. Close to the first down, though. The ball squirted back a couple yards, and Delta State jumped on it.
That's the second time today Delta State uses a quick little pump fake and then hands off to Pearson, who runs up the middle, meets the Blazer D, cuffs the ball up until Delta State jumps back on it.
Terrence Bell diving in to make that play and pop the ball loose, but the Fighting Okra did recover, and the result is a first down. Coming into this game, Delta State very balanced, 141 pass attempts. They've also rushed the ball 163 times, so you see what they're doing here. Here's a drop to the outside, hit hard by number 38, that's Calvin Roberts, a rover, a gain of about 6 to 7 yards. So Pearson once again getting positive yardage almost every time he touches the ball.
Yeah, the Blazer defense needs to react a little quicker when Pearson comes around the outside. Need to push up field more and make the tackle.
Second down, 4 yards. 12.7 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. 6-3 Blazer lead. This will likely be the final play of the first quarter. I formation. 2 split out to the far side. Offsides by Dedrick Morrison. It was a handoff. It'll be a 5-yard penalty, which will result into a first down for Delta State.
Another costly penalty by the Blazers, giving Delta State a free first down. Not a good thing to see so far.
For the first time in the game, we see Jason Snell come in and give Riddell Pearson, the University of Arkansas transfer, a break. It'll be first down for Delta State, 8.6 remaining in the first quarter. Clock is running. They're going to wait this one out. They're not going to call a play. And we're going to go to the second quarter with a 6-3 lead for Valdosta State. But Delta State is threatening. We'll be right back here on VSU-TV with the second quarter. Stay with us.
Learn which trees to plant at arborday.org.
Help the Arbor Day Foundation plant more trees across the nation. Plant a tree today for
arborday.org.
Welcome back here on VSU-TV. Start of the second quarter, Blazers up 6-3, and this is the 23rd meeting between these two. Scott Eister going deep. He's got Ellis DeBro. It's caught. The ball is caught. They're going to down him at the 1-yard line, but you see what 6'3" Ellis DeBro can do. Sam Reynolds all over him. Kevin Atkins was there as well, but DeBro still comes down with the football.
All Eister had to do right there is just throw it up and hope that his big playmaker, Ellis DeBro, would come down with the football. DeBro limps off with maybe an ankle injury on the play.
You hate to see anybody injured here on the game, on the field, but if Ellis DeBro goes down, the Blazers might not be worried about that too much. 3 backs in the backfield. Brown, Snell. Scott Eister gives it to Dominic Brown. He jumps up. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Delta State, and that huge pass play really blew the Blazers back to start off the second quarter.
What a great drive by Delta State. Took it all the way downfield, used their playmakers, and scored the first touchdown of the game this afternoon.
So for the first time today, someone graces the hallowed ground of the end zone, and it just happened to be Dominic Brown for Delta State. Trey Crum on to kick the extra point. Kick is up. It is straight through the uprights, and it is 10-6. Delta State jumping up on top. And so far, the Black Swarm defense has not been able to stop Delta State in any capacity.
You're right. They definitely need to make some more adjustments here in the second quarter to stop the high-powered Delta State offense.
You really are seeing Delta State use almost every part of the field. They're going deep, they're going short, they're using their short receivers, they're running with their receivers, they're running with their fullback, with their tailback, with multiple tailbacks. Scott Eister's taken off. And this Delta State team is really kind of similar to the Blazers. They've got a lot of options on offense.
They've been faking the reverse, handing off to Pearson, using the quarterback mobility to his advantage, throwing short passes over the middle of the field, going long to DeBro, and putting together great drives so far this game.
Summer study abroad. That's for you. The European Council is hosting summer study programs in London, Paris, Russia, Germany, Spain, and Italy for summer of 2005. If you're interested in attending, please contact the Center for International Programs at 333-7410. Blazers ready to receive the kick. Tyran Robinson and Vincent Brown deep. 14:35 remaining here in the second quarter. Crum the kick. It's a good kick with the wind. Tyran Robinson fields it at the 5, kind of nonchalantly, using his holes. Good tackle there by number 29. That's Brian Reynolds, a freshman defensive back from Clearwater, Florida.
Not
on the special teams.
Not a bad return there by Tyran Robinson. Now we get another chance to see what the Blazer offense can do against this Delta State defense.
The Delta State defense has not been particularly impressive, but they have put decent pressure on Fabian Walker. 14 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 3 receivers split out to the far side. Fabian Walker in the shotgun with Tyran Robinson right next to him. Here's the snap, fake handoff. Screen pass out to Travis Taylor. Good play there by Brian Bell. The Bandit jumps up into coverage and makes a nice play.
Very risky throw there by Walker, trying to squeeze it in to his receiver. Not a very good pass in my opinion. Needs to be more careful with the ball and avoid those kinds of throws.
Fabian in that first quarter was absolutely perfect, 5 for 5. That was his first incompletion. Over the middle to Zach Parker. Parker bowling upfield. Brian Bell in on the tackle along with number 55, Marcellus Speaks. A gain of about 5 yards, and it'll be 3rd down.
Using the big tight end there to get some positive yardage and make it 3rd and about 6.
3rd down and 6. Blazers on their own 26-yard line. 13:58 and counting in the second quarter. 3 receivers to the far side. Clay Calloway, Travis Taylor, and Zach Parker. To the near side, number 19, Rod Dalton enters the game. Fabian set to throw, a four-man rush. Throws it, sneaks one to Zach Parker. The ball was not caught, incomplete, and Valdosta State will have to punt it. 3 Delta State Statesmen right there around Zach Parker. Fabian Walker almost snuck that in, though.
He was trying to squeeze it in there to his big tight end. Got it close. Zach Parker couldn't quite hold on there.
Would have been enough for the first down, so the first incompletions for Fabian Walker come at an inopportune time, and the Blazers will have to punt this one away. Travis Tidwell back deep to receive the punt. Danielle Williams. Williams steps up. Fred Dunn sideswipes him and sideswipes number 54. Marshall, a huge block laid by number 9, Pete Golden. Marshall knocked out of bounds finally by Terrence Bell. Pete Golding with a broken finger absolutely leveled Michael Flood. And Delta State starts off their second possession of the second quarter with an outstanding field position and a great punt return by Williams.
Danielle Williams sidesteps, gets to the outside, uses his speed, uses his blocks, makes a huge gain, and sets it up in great field position for the Delta State offense.
Eister in that first quarter of play was 3 for 6 with 47 yards, but he's added about 30-something yards to that after the pass to El Stabro to start the second. 13 minutes, 21 seconds in the second quarter, and Delta State is threatening to go up by even more than their 4 points. Up 10-6. Snell in the backfield. Williams in motion. Eister, here comes the blitz. They pass it off to number 80, caught, and he spins upfield. Blazers don't tackle him. Spencer Fortson finally hits big number 80. That's Mike Wallace, a sophomore receiver from New Orleans, Louisiana.
Eister's using everyone here. Drops back, uses his big man, Mike Wallace. Quick slant, breaks a couple of tackles, gets downfield for some positive yardage and another first down for the Delta State offense.
I am genuinely impressed with Scott Eister's release. It is outstanding. How he dropped to Division II football is beyond me. There's a halfback lead to the outside. Scott Foss can't get the Snell. He's going to cut upfield and walk into the end zone. Hit hard at the end there, which could have been a penalty, but Delta State once again graces the end zone. 12:57. It's 16-6 with the extra point pending.
Jason Snell with a great run. Gets to the outside, uses his fullback. Good block. And then really just walks right in the end zone. No one else there.
Valdosta State not sticking their men as tightly maybe as you want from your man coverage. The kick is up. The kick is straight through. Trey Crum doesn't miss too many. He's one of the best kickers in the conference.
What a drive by Delta State. Showing poise in Scott Eister, hitting his receivers. Great rushing attack.
So the drive was only 2 plays thanks to the huge punt return by Williams. 12:57, 17-6. The guest up on the hometown Blazers. Valdosta State's got to recover quickly. And you think that their next offensive possession is not a must score, but a really, really need to score to stay in this game because Delta State has blown out a lot of opponents this year. They blew out Henderson State last week, 56-28. Valdosta State could be in the path of the tornado.
Delta State is averaging over 40 points a game this season. So I think you're right. Valdosta State does definitely need to get some points on the board. A touchdown, at least a field goal to be back in this game.
Every 8 minutes, another family needs help from the American Red Cross. Please help families right here in your own community with a donation. The American Red Cross, Valdosta Chapter 527 North Patterson Street, 2nd floor. Just under 13 minutes. Delta State with their second touchdown in as many tries in their last 2 possessions. Vincent Brown and Tyran Robinson deep. Trey Crum to kick it off for Delta State, and they get into that weird stacked 3-man formation before they are set to kick. Crum kicks this one way back. Tyran's gonna field it in the end zone. He drops it. He's gonna down it right there. And the Blazers will take over on their own 20, but I think Tyran was gonna down that one anyway.
Yeah, he wasn't looking to run out of the end zone. Hopefully we'll see some mixing up the plays, just like the last drive by Valdosta State. Some reverses, passing downfield, continue the same approach that they have had the whole game. they want to punch it in the end zone this time.
That Valdosta State approach has been successful. Penalties have hurt them. Fabian Walker looking to lead the Blazers downfield. Tyran Robinson and Will Milton on both sides. Blazers with 3 receivers, including Bama Adams in the near side slot. Walker holds it, delayed handoff to Tyran Robinson. He's stuffed, a gain of about 3 or 4 yards, and Delta State has really stopped the rush so far from VSU.
The Blazers, I like the way they continue to stick with the run, though, with Tyran. Need more yardage, but that'll open up the downfield passing game for Fabian Walker.
12 minutes, 38 seconds and counting. Second quarter of play, Blazers down 11 points. Ball's on their own 21-yard line. It's second down and about 9. Tyran Robinson in the backfield. Fabian Walker, just a 3-man rush. He's got time. He's going to step it up and run. He's got the first down and a little bit more. Good block there by Raymond Thomas. And Fabian Walker takes off. Good recognition there to see that nothing was open downfield.
Great play by Fabian Walker. He couldn't find anyone downfield. Couldn't find anyone. Scrambles a little bit. Runs to the outside. His receivers weren't breaking. Has plenty of room. And gets another Blazer first down.
You see the speed there outrunning Gary Bell, number 16 for Delta State. 3 receivers to the far side. Bama Adams, Travis Taylor, and Zach Parker. Raymond Thomas to the near. Pete Golding looks like he's blitzing, and here he comes from the safety position. Handoff is to Vincent Brown. Gain of about 2 yards. And Valdosta State will be second and about 8. Inside their own 50.
VSU sticking with a run. Want to confuse the defense of Delta State. And then maybe go deep a couple times with the long ball.
Under 12 minutes here in the second quarter. Second down and 7, a gain of 3 on that play from Vincent Brown. Basic formation, same for Valdosta State. 3 to the far side and Raymond Thomas to the near. Walker with a little bit harder snap count. Here's 4 men rushing. Walker over the middle. He's got Raymond Thomas, and it's caught. Dragged down by number 26. Just barely. Raymond Thomas almost escaped his grasp. Great catch by Raymond. Jock Williams was beat on the coverage.
There's a flag on the play.
Flag down on the play.
What a great route
And
by
looks,
Raymond Thomas. Good
unfortunately, the great catch is nullified. Holding Valdosta State. The penalties just killing VSU, and you know Coach Hatcher has got to be yelling on the sideline.
You know, you work in practice all week. You want to limit the mistakes, limit the penalties. Penalties, you're right, Brice, is definitely what is costing VSU so far in this game.
Second down and 17. 11 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. 3 receivers to the far side. Tyler Ront, number 4, has entered the game. Fabian set to throw. He's got time. Lots of time. He finds Vincent Brown with room to run. Brown's got nobody ahead of him. Closing in. Push, no, but he's not out of bounds. Brown stays in. He's got to beat Pete Golding to the end zone. Stiff arm, knocked out of bounds inside the 5. Vincent Brown, what a great tiptoe act. Stays in bounds, gets an unbelievable amount of yards, and Valdosta State is cooking.
What a great display of speed there by Walker. Drops back. He's looking for Zach Thomas, couldn't find him. Zach Parker, I mean. Finds Vincent Brown on the sideline, wide open.
Turn on the Jets, Vincent. Goodness gracious.
Stays in bounds. What a great show of athleticism by Vincent Brown.
Reminiscent of a number 14 who used to wear the flamed red and black, Aaron Jenkins. Timeout, Valdosta State, and we'll take one as well. 10:58 remaining in the second. Valdosta State down 6-17, but threatening on VSU-TV.
Even if it runs on electricity, it runs on fuel. Because most electricity comes from burning fossil fuels. Fortunately, appliances with the Energy Star label are more efficient for lower utility bills and a cleaner environment.
Welcome back to VSU-TV. Blazers first and goal on the 3-yard line. 17-6 down, but Valdosta State looking to change that. Raymond Thomas split to the far side, to his near side, excuse me. Clay Calloway way out to the far side. Now he's in motion. Walker, fake handoff, rolling out, tipped at the line of scrimmage. Great tip by the Delta State defense because Will Milton was about ready to walk into the end zone. No huddle offense here for Valdosta State. Fabian Walker wants to hurry up.
Walker's pass is incomplete, intended for number 25, William Milton.
Delta State member of the sideline was headed on the field, whistled back. Handoff is to Vincent Brown. Not gonna get in, he's at the 1-yard line. Blazers signal touchdown, referees think otherwise. This one's gonna be right at the goal line.
Good call. Give it to the guy who got you all the way down there on the huge pass play. See if he can get in the end zone.
No huddle again. Handoff is to Brown. Upfield, he's stuffed. Stuffed at the 1. Delta State defense stops him even with the no huddle. You got to think the Blazers there with a 2-back setup and wide receivers spread out amongst the field wouldn't have enough blockers, and Delta State, the penetration was great.
Great penetration by the Delta State D lineman. Getting in there so close to the goal line, stopping Vincent Brown from scoring a touchdown.
Here we go, 4th down and goal on the 1-yard line. 10 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Tyran Robinson behind William Milton in the I formation. Clay Calloway to the far side, Raymond Thomas to the near. Hard snap count here from Fabian Walker. 5 in the box, 8 in the box. The toss play out to Tyran Robinson. He's gonna jump into the end zone as he eludes Pete Golding. Touchdown, Valdosta State. A toss play on 4th and 1, but you gotta put confidence into your running back, and that's what Coach Hatcher did, finding big number 20, touchdown,
love the call.
Tyran.
Toss out to the right. Tyran sprints out there, gets past the linebacker, and goes into the end zone for the touchdown. Gutsy play call right there by Coach Hatcher.
It's one thing Coach Hatcher has never been afraid to do is go for it on 4th down, especially in the red zone. With 9:42 remaining, Blazers on to attempt the extra point, and it's Will Rohde. Rohde's kick is up. It is through. It'll be 17-13 with 9:42 remaining. Valdosta State answers that huge drive by a scoring drive of their own.
Valdosta State is definitely still in the game with that huge drive. Even after the big penalty, they brought back the huge gain, Fabian Walker. They throw it out to Vincent Brown, goes all the way down to about the 3-yard line, and then on 4th and goal at the 1, they punch it in.
I tell you what, if you love Blazer football, then you can also watch the Chris Hatcher Show. And it's in-depth conversation by Coach Hatcher, and it airs on VSU-TV every Tuesday and Wednesday night at 8 p.m. You have got to catch the fever for VSU football. I'm sick with it. And as are the Delta State Statesmen. They thought that they might have had this one in hand. 2 great scoring drives, and then Valdosta State marches straight down the field and answers.
The huge penalty backed up Valdosta State, but they bounced right back to a nice pass play to Vincent Brown.
9 minutes, 42 seconds. Remaining here in the first half of play. Valdosta State closing the gap from 11-4, 17-13. The Fried Okra have the lead. All the way from Cleveland, Mississippi. Michael Green set to kick it for VSU. He's got what little wind there is to his back. The kick is up. Fielded at the 2-yard line. And here comes Ridley. Ridley past the 20. Ridley jumps up to the 26. Finally taken out of bounds, but there's a flag on the play, and you got to think this one's coming back for DSU.
Another flag. A lot of flags, a lot of penalties in this game so far against both teams.
9 minutes, 35 seconds. And Delta State blocking the back. They're going to be moving backwards. And let's see if Valdosta State's Black Swarm defense can finally come up with a good defensive stop. We have yet to see the Delta State punter today.
The Delta State offense has pretty much had its way with the Blazer defense so far this afternoon. We'll see if they can continue that success against the Black Swarm.
Contributing to that would be the inability for Valdosta State to stop the run. Last week against Central Arkansas, over 180 yards allowed to one back Kentrell Rogers for Central Ark. He scored their lone touchdown. The Blazers have already allowed 2 touchdowns in today's game. DeBro out to the far side, Ridley in the slot, guarded by Terrence Bell. Fake handoff rolling out to his left, Scott Eister. He's got Ridley. Ridley's got some speed. Ripped out of bounds by Terrence Bell, but a gain of about 4 or 5 yards from DSU.
Terrence Bell just got beat there on a quick out, then closed in on his speed to make the tackle.
Valdosta State faithful staying strong here in the heat. Clouds have covered the sky a little bit and cooled off, but you got to think the Blazers in all black aren't that cool. And I don't think they care. 9:27 here in the second quarter. Quick snap from Eister. Snell gets the carry, tripped up in the backfield by number 30, Terrence Bell.
You know, we see Ellis DeBro out there still, even after he hobbled off the field. Their last drive, he looks like he's limping a little bit.
DeBro does seem to be favoring one side. He's caught 1 pass in this game, but you got to think just him being on the field alters the defense, and they have to watch out for big number 83. Blazer defense getting set. 4 receivers for Delta. Eister set to throw. He's got time, steps up in the pocket, he underthrows Chris Parks. Cody Thomas actually pushed Parks while he's down, and you see him trying to offer his hand. Parks didn't want to take it. So there's no love lost between these two teams.
A lot of bitter feelings going on right now, especially with the score so close as it is here today.
3rd down and 11, and as you look at Scott Eister on your screen, you see that he doesn't have what a lot of quarterbacks have in the wrist, the wrist guard that has all the plays on it. Scott Eister either has them all memorized or he changes them all at the line of scrimmage, and that's what he looks like he's doing right here. 4 receivers. Scott Foss drops back into coverage. Caught by Parks. He's not going to have enough for the first down. Good coverage there by number 29, Alfonso Hopkins, also a Central Florida transfer. And we will get to see the Delta State punt team.
Another quick slant by Delta State offense, trying to get the first down, stopped by the Blazers. Holds them to attempt a punt.
Look at this punt formation, a spread formation with 3 in the backfield.
You wonder how they could get it off.
Here come the Blazers. The punter was hit. They're going to say that it was not. Well, fair catch by Bama Adams. Punter Brian Walker was taken down on the play. No flag. All of the Delta State players looked over to the referee, and he just shook his head and said, nuh-uh.
The Delta State fans were going crazy over here, upset about the no call against the VSU punt block team.
8 minutes and 5 ticks on the clock in the second half, which seems to be moving a little bit slower than the first half. Blazers down 17-13, but they got the ball back on their own 26-yard line. 4 receivers, Tyler Runt, Rod Dalton to the near side, Bama Adams in motion. Tyran Robinson in the backfield. Fabian rolling out to his left, looking to throw. Fabian's got nothing. He's just going to try to run out of bounds. A gain of about 1 yard, a big hit as they take a liberty, a chance to hit Fabian Walker in Delta State. Once again, no love lost, but a man down off the field for the Statesmen.
Could have been a late hit there by Delta State's defense. No call, good hit. Walker couldn't find anyone downfield. It doesn't see anyone. Wants to pump fakes, wants to scramble, couldn't find anyone, tries to get out of bounds, and then gets nailed.
Gary Bell taking almost a cheap shot to Fabian Walker, but when it's Valdosta State and Delta State, cheap shots are welcome. 3 receivers on the far side, Bama Adams, Tyler Runt, and Zach Parker. To the near side, you've got Rod Dalton. Tyran Robinson behind. Fabian has it, it's a keeper. Fabian Walker's got room to run. He's gonna try to cut upfield using his block inside the 50 of Delta State. And there's a flag on the play. Could be a holding, it is a holding. Valdosta State once again, another Another play taken away because of holding.
This time a designed run play, designed quarterback sneak for Fabian Walker, sprints out to the sidelines, and finally gets taken down by DSU's defense. Another penalty on the play. Valdosta State hampered by penalties so far this half.
And a lot of these penalties are coming on plays with big gains.
Got to be a heartbreaker for the VSU offense.
Holding on the Blazers. Been a common occurrence so far today and so far on the season for Coach Hatcher's squad. The Hatch attack. 7 minutes, 37 and counting. In the second quarter of play, 3 receivers on the far side. Adams, Arant, and Parker. Zach Parker has been a big target of Fabian Walker's on the season already. And here's Walker stepping back. He's got so much time. He's going to step up in the pocket. Tries to juke Marcel Speaks, gains a couple yards. But that Delta State, it looks like they've got somebody spying, always in the middle of the field, watching to see if Fabian will take off.
Past couple of plays, nothing open downfield. Walker has to use his legs, scramble, get out of the pocket, and try to get some positive yardage, make something out of nothing.
The Delta State defense has allowed only 114 yards a game through the air this season, so they're living up to their expectations. Hard snap count. This is a free play for Valdosta State, and they're going deep. Raymond Thomas tugged in the jersey. There could have been another play, another foul. Raymond Thomas can't believe it. Number 37 for Delta State was all over Reggie Davis, all over Raymond Thomas.
Reggie Davis knew he was beat. Raymond Thomas had him the whole way, and Reggie Davis just pulled on his jersey. Could have been another flag. A no call there by the referees. Surprising play that there was no call there.
It'll be an offsides and a 5-yard gain for Valdosta without loss of a down, but it could have been an automatic first down with the pass interference. 6:39, the referee's talking it over. Whistles blow this one back into play. 3rd down and 10 yards for Valdosta State on their own 32. Once again, 4 receivers out there. Fabian set the throw. Throws up, he's got Raymond Thomas, jumps and catches it, he's inbounds. Good catch, hit hard by number 26. That's Jock Williams, a freshman defensive back, but great catch there by Raymond Thomas to leap up and meet the football.
What a great route run by Raymond Thomas. Great route by Raymond Thomas. He gets some separation deep down the field and a deep hitch, comes back to the ball, and makes an awesome catch to get the first down.
Clutch catch there by Raymond. 6 minutes and 32 seconds remaining. Valdosta State down 17-13. 3 receivers to the far side, same formation as the past 3 plays. Hand off to Tyran Robinson. Counters back to the middle. Tyran Robinson makes Pete Golding miss. That's a gain of about 15 yards, 14 yards, and another Blazer first down.
The Delta State defense has got to respect the pass after the past couple of plays. So then Valdosta State uses the run to defeat the linemen.
Here you see Tyran Robinson sneaking up that whole no-huddle offense for the Blazers, and they hand it off again to Tyran Robinson. A gain of about a yard. 6 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Great play calling by Coach Hatcher, going downfield, then using the draws to surprise the Delta State defense.
Clay Calloway re-enters the game for VSU. Raymond Thomas, Calloway, and Arand to the near side, set up in a screen pass formation. Zach Parker to the far side. Fabian Walker in the shotgun, no screen pass. Walker, all the time in the world. He's gonna have to take off and run, throws it out. Probably a smart play there by Fabian.
Definitely a smart play. Get outside of the tackle, throw the ball out of bounds, restart. Fresh new 3rd and 9 for the VSU offense.
3rd down and 9, 5.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Valdosta State at least trying to get a couple more yards to get into field goal range for Will Rohde. Rod, go ahead.
It seems like both defenses struggle today containing the opposing offense.
Dalton, Adams, and Arant to the near side. Parker to the far. Audible by Fabian. Fake handoff, and he keeps it. Fabian Walker sneaks upfield. He's got the first down, using his blockers, juking through Delta State Fighting Okra men. And a first down by Fabian Walker. Another gutsy call by Hatch.
Walker shows his explosiveness and agility right here, eluding tacklers, running down the field, showing that he's not just a passer, but he can also run the ball.
I think this is the most so far this season we've seen Fabian Walker willing to run and willing to use his athleticism. 4 receivers set, 3 to the near side. Dalton, Adams, Arant. Set the throw, screen pass, Bam Adams. He's got speed, he's got time. Bam Adams got a lead block. Jumps up the middle inside to the 10-yard line, marked down at about the 7. VSU once again utilizing the speed of their receiving core.
Bama Adams makes a great move and uses his speed. Quick screen out here to Bam Adams. Gets by, runs as fast as he can out, gets across the 10, and finally gets brought down around the 6-yard line.
Exceptional speed from Bama Adams. 4 receivers, 2 in the slot. Arondon Parker in the slot. To the far side, Callaway. And to the near side, number 19, Rod Dalton. Handoff is to Tyran. No, it's to Vincent Brown, and they're signaling touchdown, Valdosta State. And you talk about a tough draw play down on the 7-yard line. Vincent Brown must have been banged off a few bodies. He enters the end zone for the joyous 6, and Valdosta State takes a 2-point lead with the 3rd pending.
Vincent Brown shows his toughness, just squeezes through the DSU D line and hustles his way in there for the touchdown.
Looks like a pinball as he was bounced around, but the end result counts for 6. Here's Rhodey. Kick is up, it's straight through the uprights. Valdosta State takes a 20-17 lead with 4:45 remaining.
With 4 minutes and 45 seconds remaining.
Valdosta State, once down in the game, now takes the lead and looks very impressive. The offense has got on track so far, overcome some penalties, and moved all the way down the field for a much-needed score.
14 unanswered points for Valdosta State. In celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month, the Latin dance workshops will be held in Continuing Ed Auditorium on October 6th and 20th. Dancing starts at 7:30. For more information and a good old time, contact 333-5948 to get your dancing in. It'd be fun to go out there and do a little dancing.
Vincent Brown is doing some dancing today, bouncing around, scoring touchdowns.
Green's kick will be fielded by Ridley in the end zone. He takes it a yard back and is going to take off. Ridley trying to get to the 20. Good coverage there. He's going to have to bounce out as he uses his own blocker. He tweaks and he tries to change the field. Ridley all over the place. Doesn't even get to the 20. He ran around town, but he didn't get back home.
You know, you don't get any positive yardage running sideways. The Valdosta State special teams, great discipline, staying in their lanes, not letting them get beat on the opposite side of the field. He bounces around, shifting his moving. But VSU finally brings him down.
Nearly taken down, cuts upfield, maybe gained 2 yards on that whole run once his forward momentum stopped. I formation for the Fighting Okra. Eister under center. Brown and Pearson in the backfield. The handoff is to Pearson. He's got a hole to run. He runs straight through it. Continuing to move. He's like a train, this kid. Legs never stop, engine never stops. Finally brought down in the backfield by the secondary.
Huge hole there by the Delta State offensive line. Pearson just sprints right up the middle. Breaks some tackles. Gets a huge yard on the first down carry.
Absolutely shedding tackles as he gained 12 to 13 yards. 4 minutes, 15 seconds left. VSU up on Delta State, 20-17. Handoff is again to Pearson. He's going to try to bounce to the outside. This time taken down by Fred Dunn, but it looks like they're going to call it a face mask. Might be incidental.
Yeah, I think it was an incidental face mask there. He was kind of caught up in the pile of Pearson, and they happened to get a hand on the face mask and tug a little, just enough to get the penalty.
See the call here from Stan Sentz. Personal foul face mask against Valdosta State. So the penalties once again racking up. must be over 50 to 60 yards in this half alone for VSU. It'll be a 15-yarder, and that will put Delta State further downfield and closer to the Blazer end zone.
Can't expect to win a game like this so close with just bad penalties.
4 receivers out there for Delta State, not including big number 83, Ellis DeBro. 2 receivers bunched to the far side. Now Ridley in motion. Eister steps back to throw. He's got some room and he's going to run. Take it out and the ball squirts loose. They're going to say that he's down, but on his way down, Eister dropped that ball. The ruling on the field is that the man is down. There's no instant replay in college football, but boy, oh boy, was that close.
I don't know if he was down right there. It seemed as he was falling down to the ground. The ball came loose, but the ref saw it differently and marked him down at about the 46-yard line.
Good hit there by Tim Thompson. It looked like Eister was going to be able to run for 10 to 15 yards. Thompson jumped off his block on the defensive line and snagged the quarterback. 3 minutes and 13 seconds in the second half. Delta State trying to score before the half. Thrown and caught. There's another one of those click slants. This will be close to the first down marker.
The Blazer defense, you would think that they'd start to jump up and cover these quick slants. They're just there to tackle them, but maybe they could get a jump on the ball and get an interception and take it all the way back.
That's wishful thinking. Scott Eister has been dead on today, especially here in the second quarter.
He really has.
Robert Davis on that last catch, number 3. I believe that was his second of the game. Mike Wallace, a sophomore, split to the near side. I formation for Delta. Pearson jumps up through the middle. A gain of 6 or 7, using his lead blockers. And with 2 minutes now and 25 seconds, Delta State first down.
Pearson is just very elusive and hard to bring down, running up the gut. Gets the first down.
Only 5'8", 200 pounds, but he's one of those runners where if his legs are moving, you can't arm tackle him. You got to take him out through his legs or body him down. And I haven't seen him yet been pushed back on a tackle. There's Eister. Throws quick. He's got a man, but it's intercepted.
Oh,
no!
He drops it.
Intercepted and dropped by Sam Reynolds. He was looking for his conference-leading 6th pick of the season.
Eister was trying to hit Mike Wallace on a deep pass route. Overthrows him. And number 31,
Sam Reynolds from Western Michigan,
could not hold on to the ball.
Second down and 10 yards to go for Delta State. Just over 2 minutes remaining. Blazers showing blitz. Now they drop into coverage. Eister pump fakes twice. Now he's running. Pump fakes again. This time throws to the end zone, or towards the end zone. It's caught by number 3, Robert Davis, and he walks into the end zone as Alfonso Hopkins and Scott Foss couldn't make it. There's a flag on the play, though, deep in the end zone. Could be a celebration call. Not quite sure what this one's going to be.
Probably an excessive celebration after the touchdown.
And there you see Scott Eister, pump fake. Pump fakes again, now throws. Out. Scott Foss can't make the play. Davis cuts back to his left and walks into the end zone.
What a great read by Eister. Going deep, hitting his man, and walking into the end zone.
The penalty is against Delta State, but I believe it is after the touchdown. And the penalty, I think, unsportsmanlike conduct is a call. The penalty will be assessed on the kickoff, I believe. 1 minute, 55 seconds. Trey Crum on to make it a 24-20 game, and he does so easily. And this game is a heavyweight bruiser. Both teams, heavyweight punches, hitting each other in the face, coming back, unsportsmanlike penalties, long touchdown catches. Exciting action here at Bazemore-Hyder.
Both offenses have been absolutely exploding here today.
24-20, a lot higher scoring than some of the experts might have predicted here at Bazemore-Hyder Stadium. 1 minute, 55 seconds, 24-20. Delta State on top, orchestrated a drive downfield, capped off by a 30-plus yard touchdown catch by number 3, Robert Davis. Set the play now. Trey Crum on his way. He'll kick from his own 20 because of that personal foul. Tyran fields it at the 20. Tyran Robinson looking for some room to run. He's got a blocker in Will Milton trying to shake off Delta State. Cuts back to his left. Doesn't get that much, a gain of about 12 yards off the kickoff. Blazers will start at their own 32 with 1:47 looking to go downfield and at least, like you said, Matt, get into field goal position, some sort of position where you can give yourself a chance to give some momentum before you go into that halftime.
You'd like to go in the locker room with the lead, but it wouldn't be too bad at a 1-point deficit.
Man coming off a little bit shaken up on the play, Will Taylor, one of the safeties for Delta State. Where's number 6 for the Fighting Okra? Blazers come out with 4 receivers. Zach Parker to the far side. Travis Taylor, Clay Calloway, and Rod Dalton to the near. Fabian Walker back with Tyran Robinson to his right. Set the throw. Going over the middle, he's got Travis Taylor wide open. Taylor's gonna burn. Taylor all the way to the end zone. No one's gonna get him. They find a seam in the zone, and the Blazers, just like that, deliver an uppercut to Delta State. And 6 points on the board. Travis Taylor, the freshman. Oh, goodness, this one is good.
Now, that's what you like to see out of Walker. Just finding that spot. Huge opening in the zone. Wide open. Travis Taylor sprints into the end zone. What a great play call by Hatcher. Puts Valdosta State back up on top of the Statesmen.
Fabian Walker finds the hole, a 10-second drive for VSU. And a 60-plus yard, a 68-yard touchdown reception. The extra point is good by Will Rohde. With 1:37, the only problem with scoring that fast and now having a 27-24 lead is you give the ball back to Delta State with over 1:30 remaining.
And with Delta State's high-powered offense, you never know what they can do with 1:30 remaining.
Both teams just offensively in a rhythm, in the zone.
What an exciting game so far. High scoring, just back and forth, back and forth.
The music department presents a Pops in the Park Oktoberfest featuring the Wind Ensemble and Polka Band Saturday, October 9th in the Fine Arts Building Amphitheater. For your information, if you want a ticket, if you want to go, if you want to see the Wind Ensemble and the Polka Band, you got to call 333-2150. That's 333-2150. 1:37 remaining. Michael Green to kick off for VSU as the ball falls off the tee. It would not be because of wind. The sun has returned here to Bazemore-Hyder Stadium, scorching the field and its inhabitants.
And the Blazers in all black gotta be feeling the heat now.
The only thing they're feeling is a 27-24 lead after a huge touchdown play. Michael Green, the kickoff. Into the end zone, fielded by Ridley. Told to stop. He looked like he was going to come out. Jason Snell said, no, no, no. Stay in the end zone. We'll take this one at the 20. Ridley, of course, was the one that ran back and forth in the last possession.
For the touchback, the ball will be spotted at the Delta State 20-yard line where the
So no time taken off the clock for the kickoff. Fighting Ochre will take over on their own 20, led by Scott Eister. There's a flag on the play. It's against Valdosta State, of course, as the Blazers and Statesmen have both had penalty-laden games, but Valdosta State especially.
Hatcher on the field, arguing the call.
And they're going to make him re-kick. So a wasted touchback kick by Michael Green as the Blazers get called for a penalty.
Maybe this time he'll get a chance to return it like he wanted to.
He definitely wanted to come out of the end zone. Valdosta State to re-kick it. Snell and Ridley once again back deep. Ridley, very impressed with his speed. Now, he hasn't been able to catch the ball yet. Scott Eister hasn't delivered one, at least it's been catchable to Ridley, but he has definitely got some burners.
He's stepped it up in the absence of DeBro so far in this second quarter.
Now we're set to kick once again. Minute 37. A wasted 5 minutes there by the officials. And we're set to go. Michael Green kicking off for Valdosta State, this time from his own 30. Minute 37, 27-24, Blazers with a 3-point lead. A high driving kick that will be caught at the 4-yard line. And here comes Ridley. Ridley trying to sneak through some holes. He's hit hard by Valdosta State's Alfonso Hopkins. Almost tried to jar the ball loose, but Delta State will take over on their own 31.
Nice return by Ridley there. Wanted to get Delta State in some good workable field position with about a minute 30 to go. See if they can put together any kind of scoring drive here before halftime.
1 minute, 30 seconds remaining. Delta State trying to work on their 2-minute drive. They come out in the I formation with 2 receivers to the far side. Scott Eister set to throw. He's got Chris Parks taken down by Scott Foss. A gain of about 8 yards. And it'll be second down for Delta State.
Play action held the linebackers. The play action held the linebackers right there. Gave Eister enough time to find his receiver and gained a couple of yards in the play.
Scott Foss, good coverage there. About as well as you can do on play action. Same formation, just this time to the near side. Flag offsides for Valdosta State. And there goes Pearson. Pearson's gonna rumble down. That penalty will be declined. Pearson inside the Blazer territory with 49.9 seconds left.
Pearson's short in stature, but very tough. Pounding the VSU defense right now, getting just about every yard he wants.
His yards per carry must be upwards of 6, 7, 8 yards.
Very impressive for the Delta State running attack.
49.9 remaining. Valdosta State is gonna take a timeout. And so will we right here on VSU-TV. Blazers up 27-24, but Delta State threatening with 49 seconds left.
Today's teenagers, they believe in themselves and America. So each year, over 200,000 kids continue their education, learning leadership, self-confidence, and pride in today's military, making a stronger America, one good kid at a time.
Welcome back here to Valdosta State University football, VSU-TV. 49.9 seconds remaining, and here's Scott Eister set to throw on 1st and 10. Eister's jumping. He's running around. He's past the line of scrimmage, gains about 4 yards, gets out of bounds to stop the clock. Only 8 seconds taken off. It'll be second down at about 6 yards as Eister didn't have anything downfield.
He couldn't find anyone open. Good coverage by the Blazer secondary. Scrambles to the outside, gets a couple of yards for a second down.
41 seconds, 4/10 of a second remaining. Second down and 7. On the 45-yard line for Delta State, trying to get within field goal position at least. Ridley in motion. Handoff is to Pearson. There he goes once again. Positive yards. Pearson finally brought down. He'll be close to the first down. I think he's got it. 32.3 seconds remaining.
What a great fake by Eister there.
I assume that someone called a timeout. I'm not quite sure why the clock is stopped. Oh, they're resetting the ball.
Pearson running at will on the Blazer defense.
Clock is back. 4 receivers out there, not Ellis DeBro. He has not come back into the game since his injury. Wide open in the middle is Chris Parks. He's gonna break free. Chris Parks inside the 10-yard line. The Blazers zone is being broken as 3 guys jump to 1 receiver. Parks found wide open in the middle of the field.
Really filling the void of Ellis DeBro right there. Chris Parks stepping up, wide open down the middle of the field. Makes a cut to the outside and gets even more yards on a great play by Delta State.
Zone coverage doesn't work out. James Hutley They've got to get a little bit more pressure. Terrell Toomer moves to the no-guard spot. Thrown up and knocked down by Donnie Daniels. A quick slant was the idea. Robert Davis, the intended target, but Donnie Daniels coming on the blitz, jumps up and makes a good play.
What a great time blitz right there. Comes in, the blocker didn't see him. He still got up and was able to make the play and block the pass.
14 seconds remaining here in the second quarter of play. The second quarter has taken almost twice as long as the first. Scott Eister, the pump fake, handoff to Pearson. He is stopped and driven back by Calvin Roberts, probably one of the best tackles of the day. Calvin Roberts, the backup rover, comes in and makes an outstanding play.
Really saving a touchdown right there. How many times have you seen the pump fake right there, handoff to Pearson, trying to get in the end zone, but stopped dead in his tracks. Great play by the Valdosta State defense. Another pump fake, handoff.
VSU-TV, Trey Crum on to kick the field goal with 6.8 seconds remaining. 27-24, Valdosta State up. Whistle dead. Crum kicked it. It was hit by Terrell Toomer. The ball was whistled dead long before. Timeout taken by VSU right before the field goal. They're going to try to freeze Trey Crum.
Not a very good call. Why not take one more shot in the end zone? Maybe a quick slant like they've been running all day. Run 2-3 seconds off the clock, then try to kick a field goal if that's not successful.
It is only 3rd and 5. Listen to WVVS Sundays from 9 to midnight for your dose of nostalgia called Lest We Forget. Your host is Skip Gildersleeve, and he brings the past to life as WVVS celebrates spooky music in October. Call 333-5661 for your requests. October is upon us. Halloween is on its way, and we will see spooky plays, spooky standings in the Gulf South Conference. I mean, you look at the standings of the Gulf South Conference, and Arkansas Tech, a team that nobody thought would be in the lead, 3-0 in conference, unbeaten on the season. These two teams both unbeaten in conference, but that's going to change after today. And Trey Crum is on to see that the game is tied and that it's a 0-0 game going in to the second half. 27-24, Blazers up. Here's the kick. Nearly blocked by VSU, but the kick is straight through the uprights, and with 3.4 seconds remaining, there's a little scrum. Cody Thomas afterwards. Man down for Delta State. 3.4 seconds remaining. Valdosta State, Delta State both tied at 27, deadlocked, if you will. Blow for blow, each team 27 points in the first half of play.
Unbelievable so far, the offensive showing by Delta State and Valdosta State.
Man coming off the field is number 54. It's Ryan Barker, the sophomore. He's a center from Hammond, Louisiana, 6'2", 279. Their backup center is John Simmons, freshman. Need help with college algebra? I know I do. Or other mathematics problems. Watch the live call-in show with Math. It's called Math Mosaic, Tuesdays at 7 p.m. with host Dr. Charles Keisey. Stop worrying and start learning.
What a great first half of play by both teams. With 3.4 seconds left in the half, we'll see if Delta State squib kicks it down to VSU.
I don't think that they would try to put this one in the hands of either Tyran Robinson or Vincent Brown, both of which are too deadly, too quick, too shifty. Both potential to run down the field and break a lot of tackles. We'll see what Trey Crum decides to do here, and Rick Rhodes, the coach of Delta State. They're going to squib it. Picked up by Vincent Brown as it bounced right up into his hands. Blazers looking to block. Vincent Brown, time is out in the game. There goes Vincent. Vincent trying to use his blocks. Vincent cuts back to the upfield. Here's Vincent Brown, stiff arms. He shifts it off. Thrown down to number 36, Maurice Leggett. Leggett trying to get into the end zone, finally taken out. What an adventurous way to end the half. The Blazers almost pitched it back. tried to enter the end zone, but you gotta love that fight, that grit by Valdosta State, and the awareness by Vincent Brown to pitch it back to Leggett.
Unbelievable elusiveness by Vincent Brown. He picks up the squib kick, goes to the right, nowhere to run. He wants to cut it back. Vincent Brown, unbelievable, keeping the play alive. Runs all the way back, eludes some tackles. Just what an athletic play by Vincent Brown. Stiff arm, tosses it back.
Absolutely stiff-armed Trey Crum in the face. Tosses it back to Maurice Leggett. He's looking for somebody to toss it back to. Actually, good coverage there by Delta State's Chad Ridley to get back and stop a Blazer touchdown. So with the Blazers and Delta State Statesmen deadlocked at 27, we'll be back with the second half of play. You will not want to miss it right here on VSU-TV. We've got a barn burner.
Take it from the top, boys. 1, 2, 3, go.
There is a better way to have fun with history.
Come on, Louie. Focus, man.
Visit americaslibrary.gov. Log on, play around, learn something.
Welcome back here on VSU-TV to the Blazers and the Delta State Statesmen. This game is tied at 27 apiece. The Statesmen and the Blazers, unbelievable first half. Matt?
The total offensive yards for Delta State and Valdosta State about even, with Delta State edging Valdosta 321 total yards to 315. Penalties really hurt Valdosta State in the first half. 7 penalties against them for 66 yards, while Delta State only had 4 penalties for 41 yards.
Radale Pearson for Delta State, rushing the ball extremely well. 17 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown. That's the first half. But the Blazers will be on offense to start this half off. And here's Trey Crum's kick. Fielded by Vincent Brown at his own 4. Vincent Brown, who had that spectacular run back. Now he's got some room. Cuts back to the outside. Vincent Brown up the middle. Taken down from behind by number 6, Will Taylor, who's back on the field. But Vincent Brown nearly broke that one again.
With back-to-back, just amazing runs up the middle of the field. It's really great when you can give your offense good starting position on the drive. Vincent Brown sees the hole, follows his blockers, makes a cut, uses his speed, and makes another cut. The Delta State defense is just back on its heels.
Valdosta State now in a spread formation, 3 to the far side and 1 to the near. It's Raymond Thomas. Fabian Walker, a handoff to Tyran. Robinson bounces to the outside, uses his blocks. Tyran Robinson trying to beat Will Taylor, gets out of bounds. A gain of about 4 or 5 yards from Tyran.
Tyran Robinson with 6 carries and 23 yards in the first half. Maybe Valdosta State ought to get him going a little bit, give him some more carries, and see what the running game can do for him.
Still over 100 yards total rushing for Valdosta State in that first half, thanks to Fabian Walker, leading the team in rushing and passing in that first half of play. 14:41, second down and 4 to go. 4 receivers out there, Parker to the far side, Taylor in the near side slot, along with Callaway and Raymond Thomas. There's Walker, hand off to Tyran. They're gonna try to get that running game going like you mentioned, Matt, but it's stopped by Delta State, and they've done a great job at penetration and pressure at that front 3 or 4 linemen.
Delta State's defensive line recognized the handoff to Tyran, pounced on him, and stopped him for about a gain of 1.
14-17 and counting. VSU spread formation. Now Fabian looks like he's gonna change the play, and here he is, audible. Travis Taylor letting everybody know. Here's Walker. Looking over the middle, he's got Zach Parker. He needs some tough yards to get to the first down. He might be close. We'll see where they spot him. I think they're gonna spot him about a half yard short. 13:56 and counting.
Zach Parker trying to cut back to the middle of the field. Walker drops back to pass, finds his target right over the middle of Zach Parker. Tries to cut back, wants to get the first down. I think he may have got it, maybe a bad spot by the refs. The punt team comes on the field for the Blazers.
4th and 1, 13 minutes, 30 seconds here in the third quarter. Tidwell to punt. He's going to try to pin Delta State, who didn't have anybody back deep to receive it. Blazers can down this one inside the 5-yard line. We'll see where they mark it. I think they're going to mark it at the 3, but a great punt there by Travis Tidwell to pin DSU down deep.
Travis Tidwell puts it right on the spot. Delta State has now got to drive 97 yards for the score, for a touchdown. Great punt. Let's see if VSU's defense can maybe finally stop the high-powered offense of Delta State.
Delta State, of course, we mentioned Riddell Pearson, but in the absence of Ellis DeBro, who's been hurt, Chris Parks has stepped up. 4 catches for 60 yards in the first half. DeBro is now back on the field, though, to the far side, guarded, of course, by Sam Reynolds. I formation, power I formation. Scott Eister set the throw. He's looking for DeBro. He's going to throw it deep. Too far for him. Sam Reynolds was there on the coverage. It would have had to been a perfect pass to get that one to Ellis.
Great matchup with Sam Reynolds and Ellis DeBro. 2 huge players, and it's just an impact of them. DeBro coming back in the game in the second half on the field, presents a threat just being on the field.
But you did see Delta State was a potent offense without DeBro on the field, using a lot of options. Ellis just seems to be the #1 guy. If Eister can go to big number 83, that's what he's going to do.
2nd and 10.
I formation once again for Valdosta State, or excuse me, for Delta State. Valdosta trying to stop Pearson. This time they hit him a minimal gain of about 2 yards, and that's a good stop for VSU to stop Pearson before he gets 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
But Pearson does
12.
give Delta State a little bit of breathing room, maybe for another quick slant. We'll see what Delta State comes up with on this 3rd and long.
3rd down and 7, and the receivers come on the field. Robert Davis on the field along with DeBro. DeBro and Ridley to the near side. Davis, and it looks like number 82, Chris Parks, to the far side. Pearson in the background. Watch out for that little pump fake. There's the quick slant. Now the throws to DeBro. It's going to be close to the first down. I think they've got it marked right at the 14-yard line. First down for Delta State. Ellis DeBro, the pump fake, and then he finds him right over the middle, freezing number 37, Gio Blaylock.
It's really worked all game for Delta State with the pump faking and the quick slants, getting it to their big play receivers.
At their own 15-yard line.
Delta State utilizing those short yard receptions. Pearson in the backfield. 3 receivers to the far side. Now Ridley in motion for the Statesmen. There's that pump fake pass, but Terrell Toomer was all over and stuffs number 30, and he's psyched.
Terrell Toomer was not fooled this time by the little pump fake handoff to Pearson. They burnt VSU maybe a couple of times before, but not this time, as the black swarm was all over it. There you see Pearson nowhere to go. He's just leveled.
Brings up 2nd down and 12.
Pearson's a tough back, but only 5'8", 200. He's not going to stand up very often to big number 77. 11 minutes, 39 seconds remaining here, and the officials blow this one. Timeout taken by Delta State. 11:37 remaining, 27-27. A slow start to the third quarter. We'll be back on VSU-TV.
My country is the best country of all. That's why my flag has stars, to remind us that we can reach whatever we want.
Frank Morales, an American star ready to shine. Hispanic Scholarship Fund.
Back here on VSU-TV, the Blazing Brigade looking to have a good time and cheer their Blazers on. 11:37, it's 2nd down and 12 for Delta State. Eister set the throw. He throws that quick out pattern to Chris Parks. Hit hard by number 24, Michael Flood, and Spencer Fortson also there.
Chris Parks really stepped it up in the first half in the absence of Ellis DeBro, catching 4 passes for 60 yards, a long of 29 yards. Chris Parks really making the difference in his passing game with the absence of Ellis DeBro in the first half.
3rd down and 5, 11-13 and counting in the third quarter of play. Delta State looking to put together a drive after they stop the Blazers on a 3-and-out to start this third quarter. Ridley in motion. Eister back to throw on 3rd and 5. He'll step up in the pocket. He might have been beyond it.
Intercepted.
But Daniels intercepts the ball. Daniels trying to block. Eister tried to knock Daniels out of bounds. Scott Eister might have actually been past the line of scrimmage when he threw the ball, but Donnie Daniels picks it off. First interception of the year.
You're right, Brice. Eister steps up in the pocket. Looks like he did go past the line of scrimmage. Couldn't find anyone, just throws his receiver. And Daniels is there to pick it off.
Blazers with a huge turnover, or excuse me, a huge interception inside the Delta State red zone. First interception of the day for Scott Eister. Fabian Walker has yet to throw an interception. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the forward, Zach Parker. The throw to Callaway, it's a screen pass. Callaway hit hard, snuffed out by Delta State's Kelvin Red.
Delta State really closed in fast on Clay Callaway there. Didn't even allow him to make a move and get upfield. Defense was just all over him.
10.5 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. Valdosta State, gain of about 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Two backs in the backfield, William Milton and Tyran Robinson. Fabian Walker. Toss play to Tyran. He's going to try to use his blocks. Now he's going to look like he tried to throw it. Pulled out of bounds, a loss of 4. They were looking for Zach Parker on the far side. Tyran was going to throw that ball.
Coach Hatcher pulling out all the tricks in his bag today, using the reverse, trying to do a halfback pass. Gutsy call there.
Turned out not to work for Valdosta State. And there you see Rick Rhodes for Delta State, pleased with his defense. 3rd down and 16 after a 6-yard loss.
Looks like the Delta State defense really made some adjustments during halftime and is prepared to stop Valdosta State in the 2nd half.
Thomas, Callaway, and Taylor to the near side. Parker to the far. Tyran on the right side of Fabian Walker. Walker stepping up, throws an out pattern, but he underthrew it completely, looking for Zach Parker. And Valdosta State, with 4th and 16, will be looking to kick a field goal. Will Rohde comes on. Ball on the 26. This is going to be about a 42-yarder.
Will Rohde has the leg to do it.
Kicked one at this distance against Central Arkansas to give the Blazers a 3-0 lead last week in Conway, Arkansas. Tied at 27, Rohde's going to try to break the deadlock he's been on so far, and this one is straight through the uprights. Could have kicked that one from 62.
It looks like Delta State's defense really made some adjustments during halftime and just came out more prepared this time facing the Blazer offense.
Also a pass underthrown there by Fabian Walker. The trick play didn't work for Coach Hatcher. When those plays work, when those passes are executed, the Blazers in a little bit better field position, a lot more chances to score in the end zone. 9:50 remaining, though the Blazers take the lead, 30-27. Valdosta State ahead. Delta State, 1 possession so far this half, this quarter, and they have yet to score a couple first downs, but didn't get past the 50.
And we'll get to see Delta State's high-powered offense for the 2nd time in the second half of play here today at Bazemore-Hyder.
Well, for all the reaction and action to this game, listen to WVVS Thursdays from 8 to 10 p.m. for Jock Talk Without the Itch. It's the X's and O's show. Join Zim, Monty, Hutch, and others as Valdosta's only sports rock talk radio program graces the airwaves every Thursday from 8 to 10. 9:50 remaining here in the 3rd. Michael Green set the kick. Ridley and Snell, as it's been all day long, back deep. This one is line drive to Snell. He'll field it at his own 7. Snell looking for his blockers. Cuts upfield. Taken down by the Blazers special teams, but out past the 40-yard line in good field position for Delta State.
That's a good way to start off a second drive of this half. 25 gets it He guts out to the left, comes back up towards the middle of the field, follows his holes in his blockers, and finally gets brought down.
Sean Harris brings him down. Backup defensive back for the Blazers. 9:43, Scott Eister in the shotgun. 4 receivers out there, Ellis DeBro to the near side. Handoff is to Ridley. They're going to try the end around. Ridley cuts upfield. He's got lots of space. Spencer Fortson brings him down, a gain of about 13 or 14, and Delta State is once again trucking.
You know, Bryce, you were just waiting for them to do the end around, the reverse. They've been faking it all day. You knew it was going to come, and this time they got huge yards. Ridley takes the handoff from Eister, finds the hole, no one to be in sight, taken down once he crosses midfield.
Inside the Blazers, 50-yard line, in Blazer territory for the first time this quarter, Delta State. I formation with 2 receivers to the far side, Ellis DeBro among them. Handoff to Snell. Snell met at the line of scrimmage by middle linebacker Cody Thomas.
Cody Thomas laid a hard hit on Jason Snell, just leveled him to the ground, didn't let him go anywhere up the middle.
Jason Snell with the carry.
VSU defense stepping it up maybe against the run.
That's something that they've been unable to do over the past 6 quarters of football. And to be successful here in the 3rd and 4th quarters, you got to think that stopping the Delta State running attack would be the way to go. In motion, Danielle Williams. Now he cuts back. Eister, the throw. He's got a man, Chris Parks. Donnie Daniels was beat on the coverage. Pass is complete. Down to the 32-yard line. Donnie Daniels slipped on that new turf.
You got to watch out for Chris Parks. He's stepping up in this game today. Eister sees him right off the bat. Wide open. He slipped, gets out of bounds, and gets the first down.
8 minutes, 34 seconds as Parks went out of bounds. Same formation, 2 split to the near side. It's Parks and DeBro. In the backfield is Snell, and the handoff is to Jason. He's met at the line of scrimmage, bowls over Spencer Fortsman, a gain of about 2 yards.
Snell with the carry.
Really nowhere to run there. Blazer defense just had it sniffed out the whole time. Jason Snell trying to gain positive yardage.
Gain of about 2 on the play. Brings up second down.
8 minutes, 12 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Blazers up 30-27. Delta State putting together a drive once again. They've relied less on the big play than Valdosta State and more on time of possession. But in that first half, time of possession was almost equal. Fake handoff, play action. Eister's going deep. He's got his man wide open. And that is Mr. Ridley, Chad Ridley, the sophomore, 5'10", from Natchez, Mississippi. Finds a hole in the zone and just delivered.
Scott Foss got beat. Bit on the play action pass, and that just left number 8 wide open in the end zone.
Ridley puts Delta State on top, and once again, after the halftime break, these 2 teams, as the point kicked through the uprights, these 2 teams trading punches.
Back and forth like a heavyweight fight. Who's gonna strike next? It seems like every time each offense gets the ball, someone's gonna score.
7:51, Blazers down now by 4, 34-30 to the Statesmen, the Fighting Okra. News 11 is in focus Thursday nights at 8:30 p.m. and Friday nights at 7 p.m. We cover the latest national, state, and local news this fall in a news magazine style format. That's on VSU Channel 11, VSU News 11.
Scott Eister looking very impressive as he did the whole first half of this game today. Scott Eister completed 11 passes out of 17 attempts for 201 yards, 1 TD in the first half.
Adds his 2nd touchdown of the day. Ridley his 1st. 7:51 left to go in the 3rd. Delta State giving the Blazers all they can handle and more, and that's what we expected. Both these teams, 2 of the top teams in the Gulf South Conference. Crum is set to kick.
Vincent Brown and
That
Tyrone
odd
Robinson
formation
receive
by
for the
Delta
Blazers.
State is taken. It's kicked to the left side of the end zone, and here's Vincent Brown. Brown looking for his blocks. He cuts upfield. Vincent Brown once again past the 30-yard line. Why do they continually kick it to Vincent Brown?
It's amazing. You know, Vincent Brown has just done so great on the kickoff returns. He gets the ball about the 5-yard line, goes up the middle, cuts back left, and just no one's there. Turns on the speed, tries to break a tackle, and then finally brought down about the 32-yard line. I don't know what the coach is thinking. I would not kick it to Vincent Brown again.
Raymond Thomas, Travis Taylor to the near side, Zach Parker, and Bama Adams to the far. Adams, first game back in a few. He's looked good whenever he's touched it. Tyrone Robinson, there's the fake. Throw out to Zach Parker, he's got some room to run. Parker getting past Will Taylor, a gain of close to 10 or 11 yards. Should be a Blazer first down.
Number 85, Zach Parker.
Zach Parker, such a big target out there.
He'll be close to the first down.
Fakes the
marker on
handoff, play action pass to Zach Parker, number 85. Beats his man, gets another 5 yards upfield, and gets the Blazer first down.
Lowndes County product. First catch of the day, I believe, for Parker. Sister actually plays on Valdosta State's women's basketball team. Handoff to Tyrone Robinson. Nothing doing up the middle. And the Blazers will have second and about 9.
Delta State's defense got a great push on the line there. Just really allowed nowhere for Tyrone Robinson to go.
You see where that bandit, the player who actually can step up on the line or drop back into coverage for Delta State, comes into play, because on those draw plays, he jumps up on that line and makes a couple plays. Bandit could be Brian Bell or Gary Bell for Delta. 3 receivers to the near side, and they're in motion. Right over the middle to Zach Parker. It's caught at about the 47-yard line.
Nice catch by Parker. Ball thrown a little bit low, but he hauls it in. Walker couldn't really find his primary receiver. He looks around, then he finds his big man tight end, Parker, with a great catch over the middle.
In traffic, too. Jeremy Weaver on the tackle. 3rd down and 5, 6:15 remaining in the third. Fabian Walker changing the play call. 3 to the near side. Thomas, Adams, and Taylor. Parker once again to the far side. Fake handoff and keeper for Fabian. He's going to squirt up the middle to the 50, to the 51. He's 1 or 2 yards short there. I don't think he got the first down. It'll be 4th and 2 for Valdosta State. Once again stopped on a drive.
Delta State D-line has definitely improved since the first half, not allowing too many yards on the ground from Valdosta State.
Valdosta State set to kick it. Travis Tidwell. Now you might watch out for a fake. Coach Hatcher is known notoriously for fakes, but this time it's for real. The punt is up, swirling to the right corner. He's going to let this one go. It bounces in the end zone. It'll be a touchback for Delta State with 5:21 remaining, 30-34. A couple designed rollouts and designed run plays for Fabian Walker. You think it's Coach Hatcher's idea to get a little more movement and get comfortable in his game?
Well, he looked good in the first half running the ball, so try it again in the second half.
If it's not broke, don't fix it. Ridley in motion. The handoff is to Snell. He's taken down after a gain of about 3 yards. Cody Thomas in on the tackle along with D. Hill, big Derek Hill, and the rest of the Blazers Black Swarm. Calvin English also in there as well.
You got to say, Brice, that both defenses do look more impressive in the second half. Got to make the necessary adjustments because these high-powered offense were just throwing and running all over the place.
Jeremy Burge comes off the field for Delta State. 5 receivers, Ridley in motion. DeBro to the near side. Here's DeBro, they're gonna throw it up. It is off his fingertips. They ran a crossfade pattern there. Couldn't quite get Ellis DeBro the ball.
What a great matchup in Sam Reynolds and Ellis DeBro. 2 really good athletes just going at it every play. A fight out there on the field between those two.
Well, the 2 top players on both teams, both Division I talents, recruited to play D1 football. Ellis DeBro at Central Florida, and of course, Sam Reynolds at Western Michigan, meet here on the hallowed ground of Cleveland Field. And it's been a good battle so far. 4 receivers. Eister set to throw. He's going over the middle, and there's Chris Parks wide open. He's going to take off running. Spencer Fortson trying to chase him down along with Calvin Roberts into the end zone. They're going to mark it as a touchdown. Chris Parks close to an 80-yard reception, and he is finding the hole in the middle of the defense. And it seems like both teams so far have been able to utilize the middle of the field.
Eister just find Chris Parks open down the middle, no one in his way. It's just a dead sprint to the end zone after that, and Chris Parks wins it. He's really been the deciding factor in the game, in my opinion, coming up with a huge play here with over 150 yards receiving in the game.
Scott Eister finds Chris Parks close to an 80-yard reception. The kick is up and through after a bad snap. Blaylock handled it well. 4:28 remaining, 41-30. Delta State now, once again for the second time today, up 11 points.
Valdosta State, we'll see what they can get going when they get the ball back. Try to upstart the run again. Maybe throw downfield, get the big play as Delta State has in the second half.
Scott Eister's third touchdown, and you see that victory has no distance for these Delta State Statesmen as they traveled 13 hours, the Fighting Okra, all the way from Cleveland, Mississippi to be here today, and some of their loyal fans came with them.
Delta State also showing why they are ranked as high as 4th in the nation in some polls.
The offense has shown multiple looks, keeps the defense guessing. The Blazers have been unable to blitz to do so, and we're not giving enough credit to that Delta State offensive line. The reason why Scott Eister has had so much time to throw, and the other reason why they've been able to run the ball so effectively.
You're right, Bryce. You've seen many pump fakes, plenty of time for Eister. O-line has definitely played a big part in the success of Delta State's offense.
4:28 remaining here in the third quarter. Blazers in an 11-point hole created by Delta State in their quick strike offense. Crum set to kick. Vincent Brown, once again, they kick it to him. And we'll see what Vinnie Brown can do this time. Cuts upfield, breaking tackles, tried to squirt back to the left side, couldn't quite do it. This time he's not past the 30-yard line for the first time in about 4 or 5 kickoffs. And we've had 4 or 5 kickoffs for both teams.
Yeah, such a high-scoring game here at Cleveland Field. Who would have known it would be 41-30, Delta State leading in the third quarter. Just the offensive have been incredible.
Blazers, Fabian Walker taking over. He's going to try to match his counterpart, Scott Eister, and bring the Blazers downfield. Tyran Robinson in the backfield. Raymond Thomas and Tyler Arant to the near side. Zach Parker and Clay Calloway to the far side. We haven't seen Clay Calloway since the first quarter. At least not catching a pass. He's been in the game. Here's Walker. Walker, he's going to step up and run. Fabian Walker holds onto the ball. He bounces off some tackles. Didn't see Fabian Walker doing that. He almost cut it upfield. There's a flag on the play and a man down in the backfield. It looks like Tyler Arant is down at the 20-yard line, but you see Fabian Walker.
He couldn't find anyone to throw to, so he takes off with the ball, tucks it and runs. He sees people, he jukes left. He gets nailed, but keeps on going. He couldn't bring him down. Fabian Walker showing his toughness, getting extra yards.
4-11, man down on the field for Valdosta State. It's Tyler Arant. We'll be back here on VSU-TV and give you the update as soon as we can.
All over America, people are loafing around, and that's bad news for your bones. They need weight-bearing activity to grow strong and stay strong. So get up, get out, get moving. A message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons.
Welcome back here on VSU-TV. Personal foul on Delta State has the Blazers inside the Statesmen territory. Tyler Arant walked off the field under his own power. Raymond Thomas, Travis Taylor to the near side. Calloway and Parker to the far. Marcel Speaks showing blitz. Now he sneaks up. Tyran Robinson trying to break some tackles. Gains a couple yards. Pete Golding in on the tackle. Blazers unable to run the ball again.
Really nowhere to go for Tyran Robinson right there. He tried to get to the outside, but the Delta State defense was just too quick to close the gap. Tyran looks up the middle, goes to the outside, stiffs arms, and then just gets devoured by Delta State's defense.
3 minutes, 15 seconds remaining here in the third. Blazers down by 11, 41-30. 3 receivers slanted out to the far side. Raymond Thomas to the near. Walker set to throw. Over the middle, he's got Raymond Thomas. Japes up, makes the catch, trying to elude the tackle by number 27, Rodney Curry, a freshman listed as a wide receiver, but he's a cornerback. And Raymond Thomas, another big catch over the middle on that slant route.
Raymond Thomas runs a great route. Walker sees him right over the middle. Just really covered well, but just he has the great hands, catches the ball. Huge gain for Valdosta State.
No huddle offense for Valdosta State. Vincent Brown has entered the game. He is to the left of Fabian Walker. He's giving everybody the play call. Raymond Thomas to the near side. Zach Parker, Travis Taylor, and Callaway to the far side. Will Taylor showing blitz. Screen pass out to Taylor. Throws a little bit low, but he squirts to the outside. Taylor jumping over a man, a gain of about 4 or 5 yards.
Taylor really made something out of nothing there. He really had nowhere to go, but he got a couple extra yards dodging some Delta State defensemen.
He's knocked out of bounds at the 12.
2 minutes, 32 seconds remaining. Second down and 3 as 7 yards were gained by Taylor. That was his 4th catch of the day. The freshman having a coming out party after a 68-yard touchdown reception earlier in the game. But the Blazers could use a score here, down 41-30. Vincent Brown to the right of Fabian, and they're gonna hand it off to him. Brown tries to sneak up the middle, taken down by Marcellus Speaks, a freshman.
Really just nowhere to go in the second half for the Blazers running game. Hasn't produced more than 3, 4, or 5 yards per carry. They got to get it done through the air.
2 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. I formation, Valdosta State, 3rd and 1. Will Milton, your fullback. Vincent Brown in the backfield, 7 yards deep. Callaway and Thomas, the receivers. It's a toss over to Vincent Brown. He's got some room. He's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown, Blazers. They answer the Scott Eister touchdown pass to Chris Parks with a drive of their own. Vincent Brown running around to the left side. Touchdown, VSU.
Vincent Brown, look at his speed right here. Just been a big playmaker today. He just cuts to the outside, gets into the end zone for the huge score by Valdosta State.
1 minute, 55 seconds. Rhodey on to make it a 4-point game. Kick is up, it is through. Nearly takes out one of the cameramen up there. And the Blazers cut the lead from 30 to 41 to 37 to 41.
Valdosta answers with a drive of their own, capped off by a Vincent Brown touchdown run.
1 minute, 55 seconds remaining in the game. Need help with college algebra or other mathematic problems? Watch the live call-in show. It's Math Mosaic Tuesdays at 7 p.m. with host Dr. Charles Keisey. Stop worrying about math and start learning about math. Got to learn about math.
Definitely.
Of course, math, an integral part of football here, a game of numbers, a game of inches. And we've seen some of the plays so far in this game dictated by outstanding play calling, outstanding execution on both sides, and you're really seeing both offenses take advantage of each other's defense.
Really no surprise here in the second half of each team, both being just as successful as they have been throughout the game, scoring points, getting touchdowns, putting up big numbers on the offensive end.
A little football goblin runs over and knocks the ball off the pedestal before anybody could see him. Michael Green has to reset it, and we're ready to kick. Minute 55 remaining here in the third quarter. Gone by a lot faster than that second quarter. Here's the kick by Green. It's kicked over to Ridley. He'll take it at the 10. Chad Ridley looking for blockers. Jumps up and over one of his own blockers, taken down by the Black Swarm at the 23.
He was just nailed, met by a host of defenders there. After he jumped in the air, really they put a hurting on him.
At the Delta State 24-yard line, where the Statesmen will take over.
Eister to take over for Delta State. Trying to answer Fabian Walker-led drive. And you're really seeing some individual battles here occur. Sam Reynolds and Ellis DeBro. The head-to-head matchup between Pearson and Tyran, along with Mr. Vincent Brown. And Eister and Fabian Walker, the two heavyweights, trying to knock each other out. Pearson on the carry, taken down in the backfield. See a little bit more nastiness from number 76, Billy Knight, and Fred Dunn as they went at it a little bit after the play.
Both defenses have really made some adjustments, looking to stop the run here in the second half, force Eister to beat you, force Walker to beat you, airing it out more and more again here in the third quarter.
Clock is ticking away, 1:16 remaining. There's Danielle Williams in motion. Good coverage by Derek Hill, and he's going to wrap him up and take him down. Another loss, the second consecutive tackle for loss by VSU's Black Swarm.
Williams just looking for an opening around the end. The Black Swarm they just get to him so quickly. He has nowhere to go, and is finally brought down by big number 97.
Derek Hill had an extremely big matchup with Radale Pearson, a 200-pound man, and big Derek Hill, upwards of 6'3", 270 with the tackle. Spread formation. Here comes the blitz. Keith Atkins coming. Eister throws on the screen pass, and it's Radale Pearson. He's got room. Pearson up, passed up to the 35 to the 36-yard line. That's a first down for Delta State. The Blazers came on the blitz, took a gamble, screen pass beat him.
Great play call there by the head coach at Delta State. Didn't expect Pearson to get the screen pass. Designed screen pass play to Pearson. Really just the blitz. They just beat the blitz there. And he gets the first down, finally brought down by big 97 again.
First down yardage on the play brings up first down and 10.
That will be the final play here of the third quarter. Blazers up 41-37, or excuse me, down 41-37 to Delta State. Delta State trying to put together another drive. We'll be back here on VSU-TV with what proves to be an outstanding fourth quarter, we hope, right here on VSU-TV.
I am an American soldier.
I live the Army values. I will never
accept defeat.
I am disciplined, physically and mentally tough. I am the guardian of freedom
and the American way of life.
I am the Army National Guard.
Defend freedom. Visit 1-800-GO-GUARD.com today.
Back here on VSU-TV, start of the fourth quarter. Blazers are down 41-37, but Scott Eister and the Delta State Fighting Okra, otherwise known as the Statesmen, looking to put together a drive.
Delta State wants to add to their lead and just put VSU in a huge deficit in the fourth quarter.
I formation for Delta State. Dominique Brown in the fullback position. Jason Snell inserted into the H-back. Handoff is to Snell and Tracy Flanoy, Fred Dunn, and James Hutley in the background before you can say, said Hut.
The Black Swarm really just came to play in the second half. Just stopping the run. No yards to be gained on the run by Delta State. They can't go anywhere. The handoff. Jason Snell goes nowhere.
Fred Dunn into the backfield there, coming on the blitz. Extremely quick, but it's also good for him not to over pursue and actually tackle the ball, because these guys, these Delta State players, are very crafty about fakes, pump fakes. Here's Eister set to throw. He's going to go deep. He's got DeBro and Sam Reynolds. This one is out of bounds. Good coverage there by number 31, Sam Reynolds.
Very good coverage by Sam Reynolds. He's really stepped up his game today, knowing he's going to come in and cover the big-time playmaker receiver, and DeBro hasn't been a huge factor today.
14-16 remaining in the fourth quarter of play. An anticipated fourth quarter. Blazers down 37-41 to Delta State. the invading Statesmen from Cleveland, Mississippi, playing on Cleveland Field. Spread formation, 3rd and 3. Here's Eister. He's going to step up, throws over the middle, and it's picked off by Spencer Fortson, the Rover, and a huge hit there by Terrence Bell, laying the block on Mr. Ridley. And Spencer Fortson catches the Scott Eister mistake. He was looking for Parks once again, and they took it away.
Who's gonna blink first? Scott Eister just blinked. He thought he had a receiver downfield, but no. Picked off by the Blazer defense. And then there's just a huge block laid on number 8 there by number 30.
Terrence Bell, the Central Florida transfer. So the Blazers look to capitalize on the turnover by Scott Eister. That ball just looked like it sailed on him. Bam Adams to the near side, Taylor to the far side, and Rod Dalton. Adams in motion. He's run the ball for over 30 yards today on 1 carry. Handoff is to Tyran. He's got some lead blockers. Tyran explosiveness. Good block there from Rod Dalton. Finally taken down by Gary Bell, but Tyran Robinson with his first big run of the day.
Tyran Robinson just cutting in and out, bouncing all over the place, sprinting downfield, benefiting from his blocks with a huge gain for another VSU first down. Great block by wide receiver number 19,
Rod Dalton. High formation for Valdosta State. Bam Adams to the near side, Dalton to the far. Tyran in the backfield. Fabian Walker hands it off to Tyran Robinson. He'll go up to the right, gains about 3 or 4 yards. Taken down, and Valdosta State now trying to establish that run.
Delta State bounces back and has good coverage on the run this play.
Man down on the field for Delta State. It's Marcellus Speaks. We'll be back on VSU-TV right after this.
License, registration, and portfolio, please.
When it comes to saving for your financial future, there are many options. Anyone will tell you. Find out what works best for you and choose to save.
I want to see more diversification here next time, okay, buddy?
Back here on VSU-TV, Fabian Walker set to lead the Blazers. 13 and 16, 15, 14 seconds remaining. 37-41, Valdosta State down, but Fabian Walker looking to add to his 263 yards through 3 quarters of play. There's Walker. Going deep. He's got a man, Bam Adams, in the end zone. Adams comes up with it. Oh, what a touchdown catch. Fabian Walker throws the ball 50-plus yards in the air. Bam Adams with 2 steps left in the end zone, and the Blazers strike back to take the lead.
Great concentration by Bama Adams, just realizing where he is on the field, getting his tiptoe and his feet right in there to score the touchdown. Great awareness by Bama Adams.
Bama Adams utilizing his speed, and you can see what a difference he makes when he's on the field for Valdosta State. They've missed him sorely over the past couple of games, but the offense looks to be clicking here. Rhodey on to kick the extra point, and he smashes this one through the uprights. 44-41, Valdosta State takes the lead.
You know, Bryce, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw 3 more touchdowns from each team in the rest of this 4th quarter.
Well, now the Black Swarm defense starting to take the field, and they, of course, will take the field after the kickoff by Valdosta State. But you look at the Black Swarm defense, and what did they need to do in that 3rd quarter? Stop the run. And who do you stop? Big Riddell Pearson, 3 carries for -1 yards in that 3rd quarter.
Definitely been really successful in the 2nd half, stopping the run. They came out, revitalized their game plan, and it seems to be working against the run here in the 2nd half.
Scott Eister threw 3 quarters of play before that interception, 17 completions on 26 attempts for 351 yards and 3 touchdowns, but he's also got 2 picks.
Scott Eister just with a huge interception mistake there really gave the Blazers decent field position to set up a good drive for the go-ahead score.
Don't forget that Vote 2004 election night coverage begins at 8:30 p.m. Tuesday, November 2nd on cable channel 11, VSU-TV. The elections are coming. 12:54 remaining. Valdosta State, an absolutely spectacular drive capped off by a 35-yard touchdown pass to Bam Adams. 44-41. After down 11 points to Delta State, they run off 14, and those heavyweights continue to fight deep into the late rounds. Here's Snell. Snell up past the 25 to the 30 before he's taken down by the special teams unit of Valdosta State, and that's where Scott Eister and Delta State will take over.
The quarterback play today has been exceptionally well, with Scott Eister and Fabian Walker going well over 300 yards passing so far in the game, and there's still 12 minutes and 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
The hatch attack definitely looks like it's resurfaced. But don't count out Tyran. He's good, extremely good at delivering that final fatal blow.
We'll see how Eister comes back after his big mistake throwing that interception.
I formation, Ellis DeBro not in the game. False starts on number 8, Chad Ridley, as he took off on his route. He saw Scott Foss blitzing and took off.
He was, Ridley probably was going to get the ball there, and he just wanted to get a quick jump on the defense, trying to get open way too soon.
False start will move him back 5 yards, and it'll be 1st and 15 from the the 26-yard line of Delta State. Coach Anders calling the plays from the sideline. Valdosta State's in a 3-4.
1st and 15 for the Statesmen.
Actually in a 3-3 with an extra defensive back. Here's the option. Scott Eister's gonna hold on to it. Stuck by Spencer Fortson. First time we've actually seen the option, and a speed option at that, run by Delta State.
Very surprising that who would have thought that Delta State brings out the option in the fourth quarter. Eister likes what he sees, keeps the ball to himself. Nice gain on the play by Scott Eister.
12:18 remaining, 2nd down and 3 for Delta State. Scott Eister's run the ball pretty effectively so far on the day. 2 receivers to the near side, Mike Wallace and Ridley. Here comes the blitz. The handoff is to Pearson. Pearson bangs up for a 1st down up to the 45-yard line.
Delta State just pounding away now with a running game at the Blazer defense, wanting to get the positive yards, 1st downs, trying to put together a solid drive here to go ahead with the score.
Pearson comes off the field holding his left shoulder, and it appears as if that shoulder might have become dislocated. A lot of times when somebody comes off like that with the shoulder completely limp, it's a dislocation. Robert Davis in the game. Spencer Johnson, the tight end, in the near side slot. The handoff is to Ridley. Ridley uses his lead blockers. Turns the corner and gains about 5 to 6 yards, finally taken out of bounds by Donnie Daniels.
Another end around by Delta State, and Ridley, not for a huge gain, but a very substantial gain on the play. Really comes around, uses his speed, looks for his blockers, hits the outside lane, and then is finally brought out of bounds.
Jason Snell with a good block on number 91, Tim Thompson, which allowed him to turn that corner. 11:34, 2nd down and 5 for Delta State. Snell is the deep back. 2 receivers to the far side. Play action. Eister throwing over the middle, and this one is nearly picked off by Spencer Fortson, and I think that Scott Eister must have some sort of attraction to Spencer Fortson because his receiver was nowhere near. Fortson is hurt.
Spencer Fortson read the play great. He just jumped on the ball, couldn't quite hold on to it, but he gets up and he looks like he's walking off the field under his own power.
Might have taken a football to the chest. Get one of those Elway stars. They used to say when Elway would throw the ball so hard, the receiver would miss it. The next day, he'd have a bruise like a star on his chest. Fortson being carried off, or being helped off. 11-28, 44-41, Valdosta State on top. Scott Eister, a quarterback for Delta State, trying to lead them to a scoring drive, whether it's 3 to tie or 7 to go ahead. Ridley in motion, into the backfield. Here's Eister, he's gonna throw it, a deep bomb, and Ellis DeBro's got it. He stays in bounds, he's gonna walk into the end zone. Once again, Delta State goes deep. Ellis DeBro, who hadn't been in the whole series, jumps into the game for one play, and what does he do? He scores a big touchdown.
It was just a matter of time till Scott Eister found DeBro going deep. Great play call by the head coach at Delta State. Really just beat Blazers defense on the coverage.
Valdosta State beaten on that play. And with 11-19 remaining, Delta State has taken a 3-point lead with the extra point ready to go by Trey Crum. Nearly blocked by Calvin English, but this one is good. And it's 48-44. Delta State wins that round.
Delta State comes back after a Scott Eister interception, comes back and puts together a great drive, capped off by a huge play to Ellis DeBro downfield for the touchdown.
The music department presents a Pops in the Park Oktoberfest featuring the Wind Ensemble and Polka Band. Saturday, October 9th in the Fine Arts Building Amphitheater. For ticket information, call 333-2150.
Pearson still holding his shoulder over here on the sideline. I don't know if he's going to be able to come back into the game.
That would be good news for the Blazer faithful and bad news for the Fighting Okra fans. 11-19, 44-48, Blazers down by 4. Ellis DeBro, the recipient of an unbelievable pass by Scott Eister. A true sophomore, Scott Eister, and he definitely does not play like one.
He is very poised in the pocket. After throwing an interception on the previous drive, comes back and just has a clutch drive for the score.
A pooch kick here. Drew Willis fields it, fair catch, and the Blazers will get good field position. It looked like Trey Crum might have tried to catch the Blazers off guard.
I think head coach Rick Rhodes finally realized that he doesn't want to put it in the hands of Vincent Brown again for another big gain that he possibly could have.
Blazer offense will take over. Scott Eister and Fabian Walker trade 30-yard touchdown bombs to each other.
Again, the quarterback play has been exceptional here in this second half.
Callaway to the far side in the slot. Raymond Thomas all the way on the other side. In the backfield, Tyran Robinson. Pitch to Tyran. He's got lead blockers. Uses his block upfield. Gary Bell escapes from Clay Callaway's block and tackles Tyran after a gain of about 6 yards.
Valdosta State really wanting to establish the run here in the second half. So in case if they get a lead, they can try to run out the clock. But right now, Delta State is ahead 48-44.
Still an eternity in football time remaining. 10 minutes and just under 45 seconds. In the fourth and final, possibly final, quarter of play. I formation. Hand off to Tyran. Taken down in the backfield.
Good push by the defensive line of Delta State, getting in the backfield, stopping Tyran for a small loss. Brings up 3rd and about 6.
10 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. Fans into the game for Valdosta State. Zach Parker to the near side. 3 receivers to the far. Taylor, Callaway, and Thomas. Here's Walker set to throw. Throws, finds Taylor. Taylor's going to try to beat his man. Stays on his feet, but is wrapped up. Not going to be enough for the first down. A gain of maybe 2 yards. Coverage downfield, good from Delta State.
Great coverage downfield by Delta State. Nowhere to throw the ball deep for Fabian Walker. He hits the dump.
No gain on the play.
And number 28, and really he had nowhere to go either.
Offensive 4-5 for Valdosta State.
He gets brought down by number 9.
Punt formation for the Blazers. Tidwell nearly has it blocked. Kicker was hit, no penalty. Fair catch taken by Williams.
Fans are going crazy, asking for the call of unsportsmanlike conduct hitting the punter. No call on the play, no penalty.
9 minutes, 7 seconds. Delta State will take over on their own 26. Blazers can't catch a break.
Now Scott Eister will see if he can add to his already impressive lead here in the fourth quarter.
Delta State offense has put up 48 on the Black Swarm defense, which was the best in the Gulf South Conference coming into this game. Four receiver formation, Ridley in motion. The handoff is to Snell. Snell tries to turn the corner. He stays in bounds. Snell, the gain of about 10 or 12 yards, and he'll have the first.
If Jason Snell was not pushed out of bounds there, he could have gone all the way. Where was the Valdosta State swarming defense?
Valdosta State, Black Swarm really needs to step it up here if they want to have a chance in this game. They cannot allow Delta State to control the clock and gain many first downs. DeBro in the game to the near side. Ridley in the slot. High formation. Hand off to Snell. He's met at the line of scrimmage and taken down for a loss of about a yard.
Stuffed up the middle by the Black Swarm defense. Delta State really wanting to get their running game going here in the fourth quarter, trying to run out the clock, want to hold on to their lead by 4 points.
It'll be third down and about 1 yard, and a long yard at that. 8:33 remaining, 48-44. Delta State is going to take a timeout. They're going to talk this one over. 8:25 remaining, Valdosta State down 48-44.
There is a practical way to reduce air pollution. Just go to EnergyStar.gov, where the EPA can show you how to make a difference.
Back here on VSU-TV, the crowd chanting, "Hey, go Blazers!" And Valdosta State's defense is going to need some encouragement. They've got to come up with a big stop here if they're going to stop Delta State from coming to Cleveland Field at Bazemore-Hyder and winning this game. Ellis DeBro to the far side, two receivers to the near side. Chris Parks and Robert Davis. Kept by Eister. He's going to be close to a first down. I'm not sure if he got it.
There's been 10 lead changes this game. Both offensive just showing how powerful they are.
Officials timeout. They're going to measure it. The Blazers hoping that it's short. The Statesmen hoping that it's not. 8:05 and an interesting play call to fake an end around or to fake an outside run and then have your quarterback sneak up the middle. Why wouldn't you just sneak him up the middle to begin with?
I don't know. The head coach of Delta State just wanted to put the ball in the quarterback's hands and figured he could get the first down, and he does.
Measurement reveals Delta State had about 2 or 3 inches more than they needed. With 5 seconds, over 8 minutes remaining, 44-48. Valdosta State losing this one.
A very hard-fought game for both teams so far, but it's not over yet.
DeBro to the near side along with Mr. Ridley. Snell in the backfield. Eister under center. Handoff is to Snell. Minimal gain on that play. It'll be second down and about still 10 yards.
Delta State running on first down again. trying to put up some dominance with the offensive line and running back, stuffed by the Blazers.
7.5 minutes and counting down. Delta State is counting those clock seconds each and every one. Same formation, 2 receivers to the far side. Snell deep. Play action, rolls out. He's got Ridley. Ridley up past the 50-yard line.
Ridley just too quick for the VSU defense right there. Breaks away from the coverage and gets another first down. Eister rolls out to his right, completes it to Ridley, who gets a Delta State first down.
Unfortunately for the Statesmen, he gets out of bounds, and that will stop the clock with 7:02. Delta State first down, but the best defense is a good offense. And the Blazers normally won't be able to score while Delta State has got the ball. There's that pump fake and hold. Snell wrapped up by Tim Thompson and a glut of other Blazers, taken down about a yard short of the line of scrimmage.
How many times have we seen the pump fake and then handoff? This time, the Black Swarm wasn't fooled. Jason Snell gets the handoff and just met by a host of Blazer defenders, driving him back to the line of scrimmage.
6.5 minutes remaining now. Valdosta State, 2nd and 9, trying to stop Delta. 4 receivers. We have not seen Riddell Pearson. Here comes the all-out blitz. It's a pass to Robert Davis, a gain of about 4 yards. The Blazers tried to sit Mr. Eister down with some ice on his shoulder after that one, but they couldn't get to him.
Terrell Toomer recognized there was no one trying to block him, so he turns around, sprints upfield, and tackles number 3, Robert Davis.
5 minutes and 50 seconds. A big 3rd down conversion attempt here for Delta State. 48-44, 4-point lead for the Fighting Okra. Foss showing blitz now. He drops back into coverage. Handoff to Snell. They're going to try to use him around the end. He's got some blockers. He's got the first down. Gets out of bounds. And Jason Snell with a big run when he needed one.
Surprising play call there, but it did seem to work as Jason Snell goes around the left side, uses his blockers, and just sprints through to get a very much needed first down for Delta State to continue their drive and even increase their lead against the Blazers.
I tell you, if Michael Flood hadn't tripped him up just enough, Jason Snell could have been in the end zone, and the Delta State Statesmen could have been well on their way to winning this one. As it is, it's first down. Snap is dropped. It's kicked around. Blazers recover. Scott Eister drops the snap. Dedrick Morrison and James Hutley jump on it. Hutley comes up with it. The Blazers take over the ball.
Another turnover by Scott Eister. He just fumbles the snap. He never even gets the ball. He doesn't know what happened. The Black Swarm just pounces on it. Wow, what an exciting game we have here today, especially in the 4th quarter here at Bazemore-Hyder Stadium, Cleveland Field.
Timely turnovers from Delta State. Scott Eister's thrown 2 interceptions, and he's also fumbled the ball now.
Just as they get a first down on a 3rd and long, a mishandled snap turns the ball over to Valdosta State.
Fabian Walker can't find his helmet, and he is not in the game. Sean Calhoun jumps into the game. The handoff is to Tyran Robinson. Walker couldn't find his helmet. He was scrambling on the sideline to find it.
You gotta be ready to come in at all times. Fabian Walker with a head mistake there.
Walker now back in the game. Sean Calhoun goes out. Walker in the shotgun, spread formation, Valdosta State. Bam Adams to the near side. 2nd down and 8. Walker set to throw. Throws over the middle to Zach Parker. Parker trying to cut upfield, stiff arm. Gain of a few, it'll be 3rd down and about 6. with 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining.
Valdosta State needs to score a touchdown here in order to take over a lead. Fabian Walker drops back, hits his tight end, Zach Parker, for about a 4-yard gain. It's 3rd and about 6.
3rd down and 5 or 6 to go. Fake handoff, and Fabian keeps it. Fabian's got enough room, spins upfield, taken down by number 12. That's now Lagana, but a first down for Valdosta State, and another clutch 3rd down carry from Fabian Walker.
Fabian Walker adds to his rushing yards for the game by faking the handoff, running around the end, eluding a tackler, and then finally going down after getting another Blazer first down.
You see Pete Golding unable to tackle Fabian because he's got a broken thumb and is playing with a cast. Once again, 4 receivers, hand off to Tyran Robinson, using the tackles, splits in between. Really tried to get a little more yards than was capable, and he still came up with 2 or 3 that maybe he shouldn't have had because of that second push.
Tyran, very shifty, moving left and right, back and forth. I don't even think the defense can see him underneath his huge offensive line.
Hand off to Tyran Robinson again. He's got some room. This will be a first down Valdosta State, and now they're starting to move the chains. 3 minutes, 31 seconds remaining.
Valdosta State down 48-44.
Vincent Brown comes into the game. 4 receivers, no huddle. Rod Dalton to the far side, Travis Taylor in the far side slot, Zach Parker to the near side, and Bam Adams all the way to the near side. Fabian Walker calling out the plays in the no huddle offense, the hatch attack. Hand off to Vincent Brown. He's going to use it. He's got some running room, and he sneaks up past inside the 20. Vincent Brown, and the Blazers starting to get the Delta State Statesmen tired.
Vincent Brown, the Valdosta State running game. Vincent Brown, he just picks his way in and out of the Delta State defenseman. 9-yard gain.
First down and 10, under 3 minutes remaining in the game. Fabian Walker barking out the play call. There's the handoff to Vincent Brown. He counters back to the left. Vincent Brown still on his feet, down now inside the 5-yard line. Great run from Vinny Brown. 2 minutes, 36 seconds remaining.
What a run by Vincent Brown. Here again, he just shows you his speed. Great block. Gets to the tries to get to the outside, and is finally brought down at about the 5-yard line.
One thing that this offensive line can do is they can be in mobile blocking units. They run upfield faster than most lines at their size might do. 4 receivers in the game. Parker, Taylor, Callaway to the near side. To the far side, Rod Dalton looking for a height mismatch. Here's Fabian Walker, first down from the 5. Hold by Walker, he's gonna walk into the end zone. Touchdown Blazers, and the Blazers utilize the run completely and utterly on that drive. Delta State unable to stop him. Chris Hatcher, genius play calling. Blazers up 50-48. On to kick the extra point is Will Rohde. Fabian Walker knew he was gonna get in, walks into the end zone.
You know, Bryce, you gotta give all the credit to that entire drive to the Blazer O-line. Not enough credit given to them in the whole game until now. That whole drive running.
Extra point is up and through. Blazers take a 3-point lead into the final 2 minutes and 6 seconds of this game. 51-48. Now, this game, we've related it the whole broadcast to a knockout fight, to an unbelievable battle of the heavyweights, and that's exactly what it's been. We must be in the 15th, 16th, 17th rounds by now.
And now we get to see if Delta State still has anything left. Can they muster up anything else to put a drive together, get in scoring position, and maybe come back and tie this game and send it into overtime?
Blazer faithful not hoping for that. Delta State faithful also probably not hoping for that, because they want to score a touchdown and head on out of here back to Cleveland as the victors. 2 minutes, 6 seconds remaining, 51-48. Valdosta State takes the lead. The fumble by Scott Eister now looks immense on the stat sheet, and now in the whole culmination of the game, and they score a touchdown off that drive. Unbelievable drive. VSU, the action has been non-stop at Bazemore-Hyder today.
Scott Eister has really played great all day. Take away the one interception, and then the miscue on the snap. Who knows if that's his fault? Just now he gets another chance to come back and show if he has anything left.
And the Black Swarm is going to do the same. They're going to come out with the full fury of Coach Anders. Caught by Ridley. He'll take it in the end zone. He's going to pull it out. Ridley's got some blocks to work with. Taken down, though, at the 16-yard line. 29 Alfonso Hopkins, and he's hopping around, happy that he took down Ridley.
Really, really good coverage there by the VSU special teams, knowing that they don't want to give Delta State good field position to start off this potential final drive in the fourth quarter.
1 minute, 58 seconds. Coach Hatcher screaming at the crowd, get up, stand up. And the Blazers are doing so, and so is the Blazer Nation, making some noise. 4 receivers for Delta State. Scott Eister telling Ridley to get in motion. There he goes. Eister set the throw. Throws it to Robert Davis, a quick little out. Blazers all over the place, trying to strip the ball. Donnie Daniels, a gain of about 2 or 3 yards from Davis. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Really quick pass right there, hoping that his receiver could make a move and get upfield, but not in this case. The Black Swarm way too quick.
Minute 30 counting. Delta State only has 1 timeout remaining. They're going to throw it deep to DeBro. He gets out of bounds. Upwards of the 27-yard line, close to the Delta State first down.
And Sam Reynolds knows that right now is going to be as good a time as any that Scott Eister is going to want to hit Ellis DeBro down the field.
Coach Anders screaming the play calls onto the field. The tension is up in this game, 51-48. Valdosta State trying to cling to a lead, up with 1 minute 28 remaining. 4 receivers, spread formation from Delta State. The fried okra. Eister set the throw, he throws over the middle. Almost one-handed spectacular catch by DeBro. Couldn't come up with it, couldn't corral that one in, but DeBro thinks that he had it. No, he's hurt.
Great effort by DeBro. He can't get up now. Something must have happened with his leg. He's pointing down to his left leg, maybe his ankle.
Maybe some sort of cramp. DeBro, who's been there all day long.
Scott Eister eluding the rush, passing to his huge target DeBro. He just couldn't hold on to it and hurts himself in the process.
It looks like DeBro might have cramped up on that play, and he's been hampered. He's been limping all day long for Delta State, and he's still been an unbelievable factor. With 1 minute 22, Blazers up 51-48.
Scott Eister trying to put together.
We'll be back here on VSU-TV with the final minute 22.
Everyone with alcohol and drug addiction is in the same boat. With treatment, you can find solid ground. For drug and alcohol information and treatment referral, call 1-800-662-HELP.
Back here on VSU-TV, Tim Thompson and the Black Swarm pumping up the crowd. 1 minute 22 remaining at Bazemore-Hyder Stadium. Blazers up 51-48. Glad to have you with us. Spread formation. Eister set the throw. Terrell Toomer stepping up as Eister. He's going to run. Eister's going to try to get out of bounds at the first down marker. He does. Cody Thomas chasing him down. The Blazers almost came up with a big sack there, but Eister alert in the pocket.
I thought for sure the Blazer defense had Eister for maybe even a sack for loss. But here you see he's very aware of where he's at on the field. He pulls up the pass, he just tucks it down. It gets to the outside where all the green is and runs almost for the first down. It's about 3rd and inches.
As you said, Matt, 3rd down and inches. The clock is stopped. 1 minute 12. There's 1 Delta State timeout. You're in 4-down territory here, though. I formation, they hand it off to Snell. He's got the first down and a little bit more as he's met by Scott Foss of the secondary. Is not a good sign if you're trying to stop somebody for a short gain. Up to the 46-yard line for Snell.
Jason Snell with the carry.
Delta State in their hurry-up offense, trying not to waste one more second than they need to.
Clock is running. Down to a minute now. 4 receivers out there. Eister set the throw. Eister throws. He's got a man. It's Robert Davis, and he steps out of bounds inside the Blazers' 45-yard line at the 42.
Delta State, it just worked perfectly. They want to get an outplay. They want to get out of bounds. They want to get first downs. Valdosta's got to realize that they're trying to get out of bounds and defend the edge of the field more.
William Montford enters the game as the middle linebacker. Spread formation for Delta State. Ellis DeBro is not on the field. Scott Eister stepping up in the pocket. He's going to throw this one away. Probably a smart play there as the clock, after the whistle, the home clock runs an extra second and a half. 49.6 remaining.
Very smart play by Scott Eister. Didn't want to tuck it down and run. It would just waste more time off the clock. So smartly, he decides to throw it away out of bounds.
DeBro still on the sideline. He's their big threat. Second down and 10 for Delta State. Eister set the throw. He's throwing that out. It's caught by Mike Wallace, hit hard, and still in bounds by Sam Reynolds.
Another great play by Delta State, getting to the outside of the field. Scott Eiser drops back, delivers a strike to his wide receiver.
39.3 remaining, first and 10 for the Fighting Triangles. Delta State. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near. Here comes the blitz. Scott Foss coming. That pass is not caught. Good pressure, a quarterback hurry. Calvin English was there. Scott Foss was hurrying Scott Eister. And 27 seconds remaining. It's second and 10. Close to field goal range. Trey Crum has got a boot for a leg.
It's so intense here. The crowd is up on their feet. Everyone is yelling. What is going to happen next? Nobody knows.
Here we go. Second down and 10. 27 seconds. Delta State holding that last timeout. 4 receivers in. Ellis DeBro not in. There's the throw to the end zone. It is to DeBro. It's caught, and he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line with 20.4. DeBro caught the ball. Unbelievable catch, throw. Sam Reynolds beaten by DeBro, and this kid is definitely a Division I talent.
Ellis DeBro, I mean, he was great coverage by Sam Reynolds. Ellis DeBro, he's just too big, too powerful, with great hands, gets into the end zone for the go-ahead touchdown for Delta State University.
He's not in the end zone yet. It's first down and goal at the 1. It appeared as if he'd gotten in, but he didn't. Referee spotted at the 1. 3 backs. Ellis DeBro on the field. 20.4 remaining. 38 doesn't get into the end zone.
Black Swarm is...
Blazers say they have the ball.
Black Swarm is all over the fullback. He did not get in, stopped at the 1-yard line.
Referees don't buy it, still stopped at the 1. It'll be second down and 1. Timeout taken by Delta State. What do you do if you're Coach Rick Rhodes right here? Do you kick the field goal? Do you go into overtime? Or do you try to push this one in on the 1-yard line and take your chances?
You gotta use your power running game. Give another run to the fullback or your running back, Jason Snell. Just punch it in there, get the go-ahead score, and go home with a win, if you can get in.
Valdosta State defense hasn't been able to stop Delta State all game long. Now they're inches away from beating VSU in a 2-minute drive that was orchestrated by Scott Eister. A great play caught by Ellis DeBro at the 1-yard line. No timeouts for Delta State. So if they come in and they don't get this, they've got to spike it quickly and hope that Valdosta State won't block a field goal. But right now, they're more concerned about putting this one into the end zone for 6.
And Valdosta State must get at least one more stop if they're prepared to stay in this game and to go into overtime.
Watch out for Ellis DeBro here, matched up with Sam Reynolds. He's got the best of him the last couple days. Here's the handoff. The push is good. The signal has not come yet. We haven't seen it yet, I don't think. Not the touchdown.
He's not in.
The Blazers win.
Valdosta State.
Blazers win.
No call by the officials. He does not get in the end zone.
The time runs out. Valdosta State is going crazy on the field. They've beaten Delta State. A goal line stand by the defensive line. Death row, as it's known. The Black Swarm comes through. No time on the clock. Delta State is defeated for the first time in the Gulf South Conference, and the Blazers are psyched. And you see now why Valdosta State is so feared in this conference. Delta State coming in, one of the best teams in the nation. Valdosta State considered to have a down year this year. It's not so. 51-48, Blazers on top of this one. Matt, do you even have a heartbeat anymore? I think I've died.
What an incredible game by both teams. You still got to give credit to Scott Eister and the Delta State offense. Getting down to the 1-yard line, they just couldn't punch it in. They didn't want to go for the game-tying field goal, went for the touchdown, didn't get it. Valdosta State wins the game here at Bazemore-Hyder.
Well, an unbelievable game all around Delta State. You've got to give them credit. They come in and play a heck of a game. But that's it here for VSU-TV. For everybody involved in this broadcast, if you still have a heartbeat, you're amazing. Right here, VSU-TV. Join us next time. For Matt, I'm Brice Zimmerman. We'll see you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Blazers will go on the road next week to face Central Arkansas next Saturday at 7 p.m. The Blazers will return home on October the 2nd to host Delta State University at 1 p.m.